Okay.
Do you know if Modern Cube has Goryo's Vengeance in it? Like, it has Grizzlebrand right there.
Right, the Grizzler's right there, so I have to assume it does, right? Like that would only make. Well, no, actually, hold on, maybe not, because I remember with the one of the reasons they stopped the Kamigawa standard or the Ravnica standard flashback was that
Ooh.
Goryo's Vengeance was a bugged card,
Ooh, so maybe they took it out of the cube
and it's
because...
very likely that they would like take it out rather than fix it because like why would they fix it? Fix it.
Why would they fix it? It's not like any other I don't know how many reanimator spells actually get played in Modern.
Modern doesn't have like Goryo's Vengeance is the only one that's really like.
It does everything you need a reanimator spell to do. It's
Well,
cheap, it's instant speed, it gives haste.
the biggest one is that first one. In Modern, it's the only one that's really cheap. Everything else is like 4 or plus. You know, like you're not getting more than that or less than that. So,
Yeah.
anyways, hello everybody. I see people are making their way in. It's magic time. It hasn't been magic time in a little while, so
We've been avoiding magic for whatever reason.
well, it happens. It's the middle of a set that I'm not.
No one's excited about.
Right, like I mean, I don't dislike Hour of Devastation, but I also don't have anything that I truly
Yeah.
like.
Like, I wasn't a super. I was okay. I was solidly okay
Yeah.
with Amonkhet, and I'm solidly about Hour because it's just it took a core set.
I mean, I like it in the sense that it's just all right. This is
It's just magic. You
magic.
play Magic together.
So
You just play some Magic.
let's go. So what we're going to do is just that Hour of Devastation and Amonkhet.
We're gonna play a little bit of Magic that might encourage us to attack our opponent rather than do anything else. But you know what? That's fine. I like attacking our opponent.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just jump on in. I've got 2 1 and 2 event tickets.
Let's go. Let's rock. Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta wait.
Yeah, we gotta wait. But yeah, we're also in the middle of spoiler season for Ixalan, which I am quite excited for. The set looks like it has a lot of fun elements to it.
It has so much stuff in it. It can't help but not have something okay.
You know what? That's true. It is.
It's got everything in the kitchen soup.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been calling
Kitchen
it
sink.
the kitchen
Kitchen
sink set.
soup. It's the kitchen soup.
Kitchen soup.
It's the kitchen soup.
Like I feel like it having such a large like amount of things in there is sort of to its benefit in the sense that there's going to be something that somebody enjoys, everybody enjoys in there. Like I don't personally care too much. Like the dino thing doesn't speak to me too much, but I know for a lot of people that's huge. That's like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, that's the big thing.
I'm still waiting. My love or unlove of their dinosaurs exists entirely on their willingness to print a Pachycephalosaurus, which they haven't yet.
Mm.
That's the one with the big head that they used to headbutting. They made a Pokemon that was
Rampardos?
I think it was Rampardos.
Rampardos?
Or was that the other one was Bastiodon, right?
Yeah, well, I can picture the one that you're talking about. It has a gigantic head.
Yeah, Rampardos has the Carnidos has a bigger head, and then evolves into Rampardos, which has a ramming speed head. They're not convinced that the Pachycephalosaurus actually headbutted with their heads, but they totally did. I don't care. Like these big dumb birds headbutt each other. That's my dream.
That's good. That's good. Well, we are waiting on drafters.
Waiting on the last few.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh god, I have to remember this set now.
Other
Eternalize.
they've already printed, that really bad goblin at Uncommon? The red for a 1/1 that makes a treasure on ETB?
I saw Piker.
They've already made a black common that's better.
Did you see Red Grizzly Bear with Upside?
I did. That card's
At
quite
common.
good.
At common, no.
The
no
Sacred
less.
Cow is dead. They finally did it.
Right.
We've gotten like 2 sets of Vanilla Bear at common in in red, and now we finally have one that can attack as a 3/3.
which is kind of incredible. Let's
The
be
card's
real.
rather strong. If there's an aggressive deck in those colors, that might be a foundation of it.
Yeah, like it's +1/+1 if you control a dino. If I'm remembering the
Plus one on
on
attacks,
attacks.
so it's merely an aggression card. There's also an incredibly bad Ghost Quarter that may see play if any of the flip lands are good.
I think that is a fine card to print in the sense that they need like they want to
Yeah,
have a safety valve for like wow, like the Gaia's Cradle's way too good or something, something like that. Like the
yeah,
Gaia's Cradle's
something.
probably not the best example for it because that's one that like if you Ghost Quarter it, you're too late because they already got the mana off of it the first time. But
The blue one totally though. Like
yeah,
you can totally drink their milkshake by eating it. Although I noticed it when it was really funny.
hmm
I realized that they didn't even want you destroying your own lands, and that's why they made the Ghost Quarter symmetrical.
right. You replace yours. Like I think the card is like still
Yeah, the
pretty
card's
good.
playable. Yeah, I wish it were like Tech Edge, but
Yeah. All right. What's our
Imminent Doom, an awful card.
When you cast a spell with a CMC equals the number of Doom counters on it, Imminent Doom deals that much damage to target creature player, then put it. So we play this, it gets a counter, and then we need to play like a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, a 4-drop in succession to get a ping, a shock, a bolt, etc. I'm a little interested in Desert's Hold here.
I'm interested in either Desert's Hold or
Versus
Accursed
Horde.
Horde. If
Cursed
you want to
Horde
force,
is pretty strong too, no
if
lie.
if we wanted to start off trying to force zombies, that would be a fine play to do it. Desert's Hold is just a powerful removal spell.
See, I feel better on Desert's Hold because if I'm playing zombies,
You're going to be in white. This is a much more open pick. I agree.
yeah, like this is a rest with upside, and the upside's quite good. The like having it be a sort of Fate's Fetters.
Other things in here. The Hippo's good. Pump Mummy Paramount is good.
Love this bird.
River Hoopo is a fun card. I don't know if it's probably good.
It's a body that's good enough. Let me actually pick the card so it doesn't get owned on me.
If Obelisk Spiter, which I don't believe in.
I can go
Oh,
for
do you
me
believe
too.
in Sheffet Druid? It's
I was just looking at. I didn't remember what the ability on it was.
what does Vizier of the True do?
Vizier of the True is a 3/2 for 4 that whenever you exert any creature, tap.
Oh yeah, that might be okay. Even on his own, this thing compares to other
Yeah.
creatures like this.
Also, just
We also could just pick Mummy Paramount.
yeah. Thank you for the bits very much. I appreciate all the support for stuff here.
Yeah, look how much money they've raised for Extra Life.
Nice,
Nice.
nice.
You can't see it. The people watching the VOD won't know, but they'll know.
They'll know.
See someone Grizzly Bear?
I don't know. Like, is that a way I want to go? Like, do I want to like how much do I want to go into the like zombie
Mummy-
plan? And that's like
It's a fine card on its own. Vizier of the True also is a fine card on its own. Just you
Right.
want Bear or a 4-mana 3/2 with that's a
like,
tapper.
it's a flicker. That'd be good. I'm gonna go with the Mummy Paramount and see if that. Oh, I saw that. I thought it was just Overrun Flat, and I was like, Overrun Flat exists in this set, but no, it doesn't.
You know, that's probably worth picking anyways.
Yeah.
How good is Overrun? It still gives the trample, which is the like important part of Overrun. What else is there in here?
Naga is pretty good for like a mana sink.
Passable Pump.
We just have 3/3 for 3.
Yeah, I know from experience you have way too many of those things.
Yeah.
The Prowess guy's okay.
This thing is really quite good for a 2-drop.
So it's a fight Kinra, the Camel. There's lots of things to do here. Is Overcome good enough for you?
There's also just Lethal Sting.
It is destroy target creature. Just your pick your removal spell.
I'm gonna pick Overcome because I think I tried to do zombies last time, and going a different direction with this should be interesting. Maybe we find something else that we like. Maybe we find something else that we don't like. Who knows? We'll
Oh, what is
Oh,
Abandoned
heck.
Sarcoph? You may cast cards with cycling from your graveyard. If a card with cycling and put into your graveyard from anywhere that wasn't cycled, exile it instead. So cycle and then cast from your graveyard.
Yeah, this is Yogg's Will for cycling cards.
Hmm, that's hard to. We also just have the 6 mana 4/4 flyer. We also have rampant growth.
Hippo too actually is a pretty good one.
Yeah, hippos. Hippo better. I think hippo might be better than the angel.
Yeah, I think Hippo's better than the Angel because this size is huge.
It's very large. It reminds me of that morph elephant warrior. You want to try out the sarcophagus though?
I want this to come back. I don't think I want to pick it right now because I don't have anything straight to support it. But
I think we're in the wrong color. If you're in blue black and you have that thing, you freaking here's some black
yeah,
cards.
speaking of black, we got the Curse. We got I can pick a Feral Prowler, which ain't a bad like early
Yeah,
drop.
the cat is playable,
Yeah,
or just a traveler's amulet.
yeah, that's fine too. Not as huge a like need for that.
Hmm. No, we're not splashing yet.
No,
Torment of Scarabs is a fun card.
yeah, keeping an eye out on like other colors to see if like I think green works well here. I'm actually pretty happy with being in green with this. And right now, Desert's Hold is the only reason to be in white. The Mummy Paramount doesn't really work as well in the green white because this isn't going to get the pump a lot.
It's just going to be a bear.
So like if I see something else to jump ship, like I will keep that in consideration. Until
Like if we
then,
see Torment of Venom, is Driven to Despair the kind of thing that would drive us to black? So the first half is this turn Curiosity,
yeah, for your
and
team
the second
trample.
and the second half is you should make your guys turn your guys into specters.
Yes, that's a very good one. I don't see a lot else in here. Again, like the Spellweaver Eternal is a good card. The even Reedstalker is fine, but a little worse in this set in the sense that like this body isn't big enough to usually block.
There's a 3 mana 3/3 again. But we also have these Nagas at uncommon. I think the Devotee of Strength would be the
Yeah,
pick if we weren't picking the
I'm gonna try Driven to Despair and see where that goes because
the
I'll
snake. Snakes.
probably just play Driven. Ooh, Torment of Venom.
Hey, it's that card I was
Hey.
talking about.
Yeah, like this is a removal spell I'm very much happy to have in the deck, and like is a reason to jump a little bit towards black. I realize double black is a bit harder, but like what else?
The only thing else I saw in here, other than like the tragic lesson, was I was reading from left to right. I saw the Gifts of Strength, which is an okay card.
I mean, this is Giant Growth on 2 with a little bit of
A defensive a keyword on it, which is an interesting thing for giant growth, but you know.
yeah. I like Torment of Venom. Like this card is quite powerful as it's generally like it can be instant speed combat trick, kill a thing, and then also like something else gets completely owned. It's very nice in that sense.
Jace's defeat. Get owned,
Get
idiot.
owned, Jace. What about the Frilla?
We have the Frilled Sandwalla. We also have the Amulet if we want to splash our Desert's Hold.
Or like even Survivor's Encampment to splash Desert's Hold because it
is a desert,
It is a
so that
desert
would-
itself. Do I care? Like I kind of like having the Friller.
Frilled Sandwalla. Root Wallas are good.
Yeah,
It's not a super good Root Walla, but it's a good one.
I'm gonna trust in the Friller. Okay, we have a bit of white, but it's not like huge white.
Just some more mummy. You can pick up the Desert or maybe the Wretched Camel.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Ooh, Camel would be a little better if I already had Desert, and I feel like I want Desert. I like having these.
These Cycle Lands are good. Unless it's a Desert.
Whoa!
Ooh, what does the thing actually do? I know in Zorax,
Extremely strong.
Zorak kept boarding this out, but okay, okay, Wither.
As Wither, yep.
One or more counters on when you put. Okay, so drain life when you wither. Okay, that seems decent.
And it's a 1/4 like blocker. This is seeing this come back around is a good sign that my color choice has been is correct. You know. I'm just gonna pick up.
Yeah, just a desert.
Sweet.
We might could play that. We have a cycling card. We have two.
We'll see. Like being in black means that this is a bit more of a thing.
Ooh, you're okay.
I need to take some time to do some sorting. I'm gonna leave Desert's Hold in. So I want to.
God, Ferris, beautiful. Yeah.
But yeah, so Abandoned Sarcophagus again is you have flashback on your cycling cards, which right now we only have like Rampaging Hippo, but like being in black means that there's a lot higher chance for us to find some sort of cycling cards that are really nice to have in there. And
Ooh, a champion of war. Oh, what else is in here though? Uh,
another overrun.
we could pick another overrun. We could pick Kinra Eternal.
Yeah, Kenra Eternal. I don't really think Beneath the Sands is like super what we want.
What even? Which one's Beneath the
It's
Sands?
it's it's a ramp spell. It's literally ramp and growth
Oh,
for
Ramp.
3.
Okay, I didn't even read the name of that card. I just saw
Yep.
the text body and like, okay, Ramp.
Yep.
The having more than one overrun in your deck is weird because it raises your not seal. We're doing draft. We're doing a draft in a gauntlet, not a gauntlet, but
A league.
a league. Uh, you can't really use your overrun more than once, but having more lets you draw
Right.
it. The rare is very powerful.
Draw 2, discard 2, and then you can eternalize for draw 4, discard 2. I'm gonna pick the overrun. I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna do it. I get the feeling that isn't. That I might want to actually have gone with something with the other thing in there. But all right,
Like
leeching.
the other thing was Grizzly Bear. You want to just pick up a Lethal Sting?
Yeah, the only other card in here I really like is the Oasis Ritualist, but I like having just a flat removal spell. Yeah, Braid.
Does that work with Obelisk Spider?
Obelisk
Creature.
Spider is
Whenever you put up one on a creature.
a creature.
So yeah.
Yep. So this will be like a way to, we can throw it on like Feral Prowler, which is already probably going to be a trump blocker. Right now, the actual thing we need is going to be a little bit better creature base. Right now we don't have that, and we kind of need to have that. So, but I'm still willing to pick up Lethal Sting as like just flat removal.
Yeah, especially because it's the Pillar Field Ox. While you find creature, is not a fairly good creature for overcome.
That's right. I kind of like another Rampaging Hippo here, to be honest with you, or a Sidewinder Naga.
Ooh, just like pick up a lower end creature maybe.
Yeah, I think those are both fine. How many hippos am I willing to just have is the question.
Every hippo makes the sarcophagus slightly better.
Well, also the hippo's just huge. Like if we get up to hippo speed, like hippo is very hard to beat in combat, being a 5/6.
Hippo is rather good. Hazard's Undying Fury, a card they wanted to make sure would never see play in Standard.
Yeah, the shuffle your library clause on that's a little sad.
Just a big 4/4? Or a carrion creature. Flyers, you say?
Yeah, flyers, you say. I like evasion.
They benefit from overcome as well as anybody does.
And heck, that seems like a good place to be. I also like I would like to have a Desert of the Indomitable in here, but evasion I think I value a little higher.
Yeah, some evasion is good. The Dune Diviner doesn't do a whole lot for us. It's cute though.
Dune Diviner like is yeah, like could be a little bit of life gain, but like mostly is just a Hurloon Minotaur with no text. Yeah, I'm good with like even one toughness is a bit of a like not a great place to be.
Pick up a desert here.
I can find picking up a desert here.
Sandblast.
Rakazest the right is expensive, but would probably be fine if we were actually playing the Abandoned Sarcophagus, which we may or may not. I think we need to hit a pretty high threshold for this to be playable. Luckily, I didn't spend a pick on it. This was like
this was like a dregs pick.
Yeah, so that was good that tabled on us.
Aetherworks Marvel is what they mean by Marvel, which was a spell. It's a artifact that casts things for free. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
What did Aetherworks Marvel? I don't remember. Oh, Naga or Kinra Eternal?
Yeah, Kenra Eternal's here too, which is a nice thing to have. Sidewinder Naga gets a little better now that we do have a second Desert of the Indomitable. A 4/2 is a lot more liable to trade down, but like with the trample, like it can also trade up. Like if we're in a position where we need to be.
I guess we have merely one more 3-drop than we have 2-drops. So we have 2 3-drops and
All right,
1 2-drop.
Put that over there. Like, what do I do? I think I'm gonna value the Naga here. This might be. There's also the Bitterbow sharpshooters, but I'm gonna go with the Naga there. What do you do?
You gotta find a way to sack it, and then it makes a 2/2 when
Oh,
it dies.
okay. So that's really good with like
With
yeah,
in Rivulet, yeah. The Rot Beast is just fine though.
yeah. I'm fine with that. Again, I think right now I want things at like 1 to 3, and 3 we're getting to the point where I'm a little overshifted, but not too much yet. Like
Hmm.
another feral prowler is a good thing to have down there. Again, like feral prowlers let us stay alive and then get to rampaging hippo time, and then like hippo time is the place we get to be and win. Also, feral prowler again still works very well with lethal sting. So
Plus, it can gain +2/+2 and trample until end of turn.
right, it can be an attacking threat. We can pick
I guess we have a Grizzly a Survivor, or we could pick up a Beneath the Sands.
if I want to splash this Desert's Hold.
It also just cycles. Where's Burned Head at? He was schooling me earlier about when I say cycle when I should say cantrip.
Manolith also would allow us to splash Desert's Hold. The skeleton wall is not really that great, but
I
like
Burned Head. Was it you? I was summoning you because I said although that card I said cycles actually cycles.
all right, we're filling things out. We need some early drops. That's sort of the missing piece. Okay, we got another survivors, so I feel good about not picking it before. Okay, so yeah, we need some early game. That's the missing piece here, and I would like a little bit more removal. We only have like lethal sting and torment, and so
Yeah, I
like
think that means we probably could get away splashing arrest.
yeah, like just to have a little bit more.
No, do not apologize. This is the good discourse I enjoy. What good are friends if they cannot disagree about words?
That's true. Disagreement is sort of a necessity.
Just yesterday, Jins was talking about how he has to stop and pause every time he's about to say the word niche because of me.
The best thing about me stopping and pausing is that I stop, pause, and then don't remember what the right way to say it is, and then I just say whatever I think.
This this pack has like one card in
I'm
it.
just reading the mythic. Okay.
Uh, Watchful Naga's not super great, but I
got
guess
some
it could be something.
Strong red in here. Like,
Yeah, definitely. The
Minecraft
uncommons here are very good,
Yeah,
and
like-
so is the Nimbleblade Kinra.
yeah, and like the rare is just fine. For like if they don't actually have a way of blocking you, that's really good.
Are we? I don't think we. Is Pitiful Vizier actually better than Watchful Naga?
Like Watchful Naga can card draw for us, but like needs like
Is Grey Ogre, so it has to exert.
let's play
You also have the Spider as anti-flying tech.
right. Like this is a much more defensive. Maybe it's the Vizier because the Vizier works better with Overcome. Like it's better on the front.
We do also have a fair amount of cycling, so we could possibly ever do its trick.
Okay, I don't much like what we have, so we'll.
Ooh, how about
work with
Bone
it.
Picker?
Bone Picker's nice. Initiates Companions, okay.
Ah,
Festering
the
Mummy's good.
2-drop. Crap.
Yeah, I know. I
good
kind of like
2-drop.
I kind of like Bone Picker because Bone Picker can be quite.
It can
cheap
be
and-
it can be a 1-drop.
Really, I care about this because it's a really good flyer.
There's our anti-flying tech. Is just have a flying death toucher.
Yeah, I have a Flying Death Toucher. It's fine. Yeah, Bone Picker, Evolving Wilds also would be fine. Painted Bluffs is not actually the worst when we have Desert Carriers.
Yeah, when we have like the Sidewinder Naga, it makes me feel a lot better about the Painted Bluffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bone Picker. And then
What's the black 2-drop from this set? I don't even remember. Oh, okay, there it is. It's Miasmic Mummy.
yeah, my Miasmic Mummy. Ooh, I could also just chef it monitor too, which is
Oh,
a
we have
big
the
thing.
opportunity to have Crozen Tusker?
Yeah, like I can pick Crozen Tusker as another piece of big top end, and like I kind of like the idea of playing the Abandoned Sarcophagus when a lot of my top end is stuff that I would like to cycle already.
Yeah, like I love Crozen Tusker.
Yeah, like this is a good place to be. Lay Claim, very powerful. I don't think we can splash double blue though. I'd love to, but I don't think we can. The what else? Like Splendid Agony is fine as far as reaching out and touching our opponent,
Hmm.
and probably should just be the pick. If I'm being honest with what I said earlier about the timing. Oh wow, Trial of Strength and Stir the Sands.
Ah,
I
which
like.
of those is better?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like Trial of Strength gives us something early. Stir the Sands is really dumb. Again with the sarcophagus because like I can cycle it and then actually flash it back.
We do not currently have a cartouche.
No, I mean this is pick 3 of the or 4 of the
Hmm.
set, and there's only like so. But both the cartouches are really powerful. If I do have a green cartouche or a black cartouche, I'm probably playing it.
That's very true. I guess we've played with Stir the Sands a lot. I don't think we've played with Trial of Strength before.
No, I kind of want to see where this leads.
I guess Stir the Sands does work rather well with Overcome, but
Oh, I think that's more important.
because we can just go like make a bunch of zomboids and then
You've made you've made a point that's too important for me. Off-color cartouches, no. Honestly, it's probably Watchers of the Dead here as Grizzly Bear.
Grizzly Bear is an important thing. It could also possibly ever do anything.
Right. I think, but I've mentioned how our 2 drops and ability to survive early is a necessity here, and that's something we don't really have.
Plus, it lets us have every one of our 2-drops be a cat.
Yeah, cat tribal.
Those are some giant cats for being 2/2s. Look at them.
Right. There's Scale Person, by the way, right there.
Yeah. A person is like 5.5 foot tall, which means those are like 20-foot tall cats. Each one of them is a 1/1.
Watchful Naga, Wander in Death, Pouncing Cheetah, Quarry Hauler.
Just a 4/3 with
Fourth.
proliferate.
Yeah, which we only have, I think, 2 or 3 cards that could possibly take advantage of that. I kind of want the Wander in Death.
You know, we got cycle carriers.
Yeah, we have Cycle Carriers, and this is something like I'd be able to cycle, and then, like, again, cycle and later flashback. I think I'd want to play the Abandoned Sarcophagus.
At this point, yes.
Grim Strider. Okay, ooh, here we go. Ooh,
Hey, a Vitalist.
that's
Hey.
that's quite vital too.
This card does a lot for us. Like I was saying, do you want to hire a Scorpion? And I was like, the Minotaur is not bad, but then like
Nah,
Vitalist.
I would probably pick the Wasteland Scorpion if Naga Vitalist wasn't here, but Naga Vitalist is like this very good piece that gets us rolling.
It's a ramp spell. It's a 2-drop. You can get +2/+2 and trample. Like this thing just
Right.
does a lot.
It even like fixes for the double color for some of our later spells. So like
Later, cats. We got a snake now.
nothing. I guess I'm picking
Pick up
one.
another. You can pick a full art swamp if you wanted to.
Nah, I don't care. I'm gonna pick Wander in Death and not play it because I'm not playing 2 copies of this card.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what we do on 2 is we just cycle a Wander in Death. I guess we get our giant spider.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess we order the other watchful Naga will cycle just like Festering Mummy's just
Yeah,
fine.
I'm gonna pick Festering Mummy just as a body for early. This is a good this is a bit of a
It trades with bears.
yeah. Well, it trades
That's
with bears and threatens like some odd things where it's like like if we have carrion creature, it's hard for them to want to attack with anything but it when we have this around. Also, maybe more importantly, plays pretty well with Lethal Sting. Like we can do some tricks there.
Do we want to play Miasmic Mummy? Or do we want to sideboard a Shatter?
I'm gonna pick it so that we have the choice. Like I want to have enough 2-drops in there for me to. We don't want Luxa River Shrine. Sorry.
Yeah, Flash Cat. No, we're not. We might play.
Like
It's weird. The Flash Cat's not very good in this format.
Well, the problem is the Flash Cat is basically trading like with Piker, and doesn't trade up terribly effectively. So
Yeah, it's not Typhoid Rats. Festering Goblin has never been Typhoid Rats, but Festering Goblin has always been pretty good.
yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take out the Pouncing Cheetahs. I'm actually gonna let's do I'm gonna do my build in reverse here. You get to stick around because that might make the deck. We can hide everything else though. All right. So building in reverse. The first things that make the list are going to be the Obelisk Spider,
Any removal spell.
Torment of Venom, Lethal Sting, and is that our removal? Kind of want to. I might want to play this Desert's Hold just based on that.
We have if the Desert's Hold is relatively easy if we are playing either Beneath the Sands or Monolith.
Yeah,
Honestly, we might be playing both with the amount of Chuft we've got.
you're right. Okay, let's do it this way. We'll play both the Beneath the Sands and that. We'll play the Desert Hold. I'm going to put in the Vitalist because that's a very necessary card for what's going on.
It doesn't fix for Desert's Hold, but it's still good. Our top end is great.
We'll put in one of those. I want the Driven to Despair. Driven to Despair with Stir the Sands is also very good.
Just having it with like hippos, the flyers, like Bone Picker
Yeah.
and Carrion Screecher.
Both of which are gonna make the list. I only have one of the overruns in right now because I'm not convinced that we want both. I think Signed Wandering Naga gets to make the list as one of our better threes.
Some of our low-end
Yeah,
creatures.
Feral Prowler, Festering Mummy, the Frilled Sand Watcher. We can probably put in Watcher of the Dead. I'm gonna put in the Sarcophagus because I like that, and then like Wander in Death.
Yeah, like a Wandering Death. That takes out a lot of our 4-drops that benefit from, or it takes out like some of our cycle Karen cards, like the Grizzly Survivor and the Pitiless Vizier.
Yeah, I'm uncertain how much
How many cycling cards are we actually playing at this point? Hippo, Sheffet Monitor, Stir the Sands, uh, the Wandering Death, and the Beneath the Sands. So 6.
Yeah.
Could take out Monolith for something.
I'm doing a creature count right now. The deserts are obviously in, but I'm doing like those are lands, so
Oh yeah, okay. Then we have 8 with the deserts. Um,
right.
like we could put in like either the Vizier or Grizzly Survivor for the Monolith if we didn't like it. Monolith is probably what's going to be sideboarded for the Giant Spider when we are face down by flyers.
I like having the monolith because we do have this stuff on top here, and we also do have some double colors. And if I am going to splash this desert, it's hold.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me do this. This is actually a little important for me. Where's the group creatures separately? And this.
So removal spells, funky combo card. We have an Overwhelm, and we have a weird draw discard spell in the form of our split card.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, does the Sarcophagus say
Non-land.
Non-land? Okay, they don't let you play. They don't let you play your lands from the grave.
But I mean those do. But the cycling on them matters for the Grizzled Survivors and Pitiless Vizier.
So it's only the 6 that we get off the abandoned Sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Like Wandering Death.
Yeah, because I think that abandoned sarcophagus is just that, right? Like,
Hey, what does the Sarcophagus say?
it lets us cast creatures from our cast our flashback.
Yeah, okay, it lets you flashback thing. We clean creatures though.
Right, right. So like this sort of has the same effect of being like a reload late where we play it and then we're just like, cool, I can cast Stir the Sands and Rampaging Hippos and things from the grave.
Can I read the text of Abandoned Sarcophagus again? I just want to look for a thing. Okay, so the Wandering Death has to grab non-cycling creatures once the Sarcophagus is in play. Like, it can't rebuy a hippo.
It could rebuy a hippo.
If a card without cycling was put into your graveyard from anywhere and wasn't cycled, exile it instead. So when the hippos die, when the Sarcophagus is in play, the hippos go away.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like picking up hippos from like when they're...
If the hippos are already there, then yeah, I can pick them up. But I mean...
Right. We could also just cast them, which is what I was thinking. Like,
I guess you could pick them up just to cycle them again.
that, and I'm going to... Because I want to put in a couple more creatures. That's what I'm looking at. So...
Because we're at 14 creatures now. Stir the Sands is 100% a creature.
Right, but I still am thinking of trying to fit in like a 15th, like maybe like Pitiless Vizier and like a Grizzled Survivor, something like that. Or even the Lurching Rot Beast wouldn't be a bad include. I'll put them all sitting here.
Yeah, so we need 2 cuts.
Yeah, I'm going to put them all in here and kind of work around that. Like, Sidewinder Naga seems fine.
Uh, the Rat Beast 1-for-1 takeout with the Wandering Death doesn't hurt the it keeps our cycling count the same.
Yeah. I also I like the 4/2s and such with the Overcome because that means they're 6 power threats.
Hmm.
And I mean they also work 4 power threats work well with the Driven to Despair because like if they have Menace, like double blocking is like hard for that to be like worthwhile.
Yeah, so we're likely to get a 2-for-1 either way.
Yeah. I could cut Manalith and Desert's Hold. Like I could cut that whole package.
Just keep our removal kind of light.
I don't like how light that makes me on removal, but I also don't like the idea of having a third color that is going to. I don't like how many games am I going to lose to the third color because my fixing is a little light here. It's just the Beneath the Sands and the Manalith. Like I'm not sold on that being
If
real.
Yeah, this means we'd have to play up on swamps for the most part because it's just the hippos that want double green.
Right.
And they can be cycled. Yeah, we could do that. We could cut them and then bring them in if necessary.
Yeah. Like. Well, sort of. I can't. If I have the sarcophagus in play, I can't discard a site. Like it has to happen before the miasmic mummy.
Yeah,
It does work that way though. You're right.
That totally does work. You have to think ahead. So we get to add one more card in.
Yeah, and like it could be Mummy as another 2-drop, something to do early. It could be that Wander and Death back in for a little bit more of like a pickup to play a longer game.
That makes our Grizzly Survivor and Pitiless Vizier better as well.
Yeah, I could also add another Grizzly Survivor if I felt we were like on a good count for them.
Like you wanted to just go up to 17 creatures.
Right. I mean, we already are at 17 creatures effectively.
I mean, go up to 18 creatures. Like,
Yeah.
if you replace our removal with just big dudes, like the hippos.
You know what I think this is missing is actually a combat trick or two.
Yeah, like one of those +3/+3s, or one of those unearthly supernatural staminas.
Yeah.
But we didn't have an opportunity to pick any of those.
We had a chance at a stamina, I think, in pack 3, but I don't think it was comparable to the cards in the pack.
We have Torment of Venom as a combat trick, right?
Well, right. We have 2 removal spells, and we kind of have to hope that they function. I feel very light on interaction. Is like I feel like we fixed problem 1, which was like the early game of the deck and being able to actually cast some dang things like before dying.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't fixed problem 2, which is reaching out and touching our opponent. So
we have some good defensive options, though. At least Obelisk Spider definitely says don't attack.
Yeah,
so.
like this card. Very much like this card. So
no ambuscades. Those would be in the deck if we had even seen them.
Yeah, ambuscade or cartouche of strength.
Strength, yeah, cartouche of strength.
Things like that. If they showed up, we absolutely would have picked. Being in green with especially ambuscade with something like Pitiless Vizier or Lurching Rot Beast, where it's like the heavy kick.
Or Bone Picker.
All right. Let's combine groups.
Heavier black looks like by a fair margin.
Wow,
Actually close. Okay.
I think I'll give black the nod because a lot of the double cards in green can be cycled, and we can just pick them back up with Sarcophagus later.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna stay the same as well.
Hooray!
Yeah, we also can, like, I guess Driven to Despair is also a way to, like, reach out at our opponent in the sense that we can just empty their dang hand if we're...
Like, if we have 4 mana open and it's a board stall, we just cast it.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel okay about this deck. Solidly okay.
Yeah, I think it could have, some better things going on, but most decks can. I think I know what its weaknesses are, and that's a good thing to note, is like where the weaknesses are.
I mean, it means the best turn 2 we can do is just play Nagavai lists, because it lets us get out of the early game as soon as possible.
Right, like, we even have the chance of, like, I could do something like Frilled Sandwall on 1, and then, like, threaten or make a trade on 2, like that, and then, like, we if we can get early, where is it? No, Bone Picker. Bone Picker has some cool, like, you can get that down early with some really, like, odd play So
Like maybe we just throw our festering mummy away to -1, minus something else, and then
yep.
play a bone picker for cheapies.
So let's move out. I'm very intrigued by this. Is the card that intrigues me the most. I'm like this is like the matrix of leadership just out in the sands. What's even going on here?
There's what is a matrix of leadership called,
It's
or what is it?
it's the cube that goes into Optimus Prime's chest.
Oh. The only thing I know about Optimus Prime is he killed that one guy with an axe. Really, and he's like, "Please don't murder me," and then he hit him with the axe again.
Put the cube in my chest.
Now we're just green black today, Squirrel Token.
Name seem familiar?
Dijkstra?
Yeah.
Dijkstra is a character
Yeah.
from The Witcher.
Oh.
Dijkstra. He's a big fat guy who used to be a spy. I think he is a spy. I guess if Roselle is watching, we should. I know she isn't because this is magic. I think we do want to mulligan this.
Yeah,
but,
I don't want to one later. I mean, hey, we got Lurching Rot Beast, and then we got some 4-drops.
Yeah, but Dijkstra was a intelligence officer. Oh!
God.
How good is Grizzly Bear?
It's like all we've got.
In Gwent, the best spy, other than the masked elf, who's the single best spy, is Thaler, because he's really good. He's just a spy that has 1 power. So it's like it's worth the 2 cards. I think Dijkstra's a 4-power guy, so his being a spy is a little more techy.
Yeah.
And the masked elf is just a legend that's a 0-power spy. Save a scry. So do you want to put in 7 more swamps after the sideboard?
No, we just we just
Island.
are where we are. Okay.
Yeah, what if we play a grizzly bear?
Fine by me.
Yeah, but Thaler you can pick up with reanimate cards, whereas Mysterious Elf is a legend, so it can't be targeted.
They changed that in Gwent on the card game. That's a standalone. Like,
Oh, you can like pick up legend guys.
Yeah, all this like
The Hoopa.
all of a sudden like I was just like playing one day, and all of a sudden like I just got crushed by a like somebody targeting my gold card. I was like, wait, you can't do that, but now you can do that.
Now you can. All of the times not being able to target them was a good, like a power balance thing. Like you couldn't be able to revive them. But I guess now if I can just revive my Geralts or whatever, we have a Feral Prowler.
Yep. Thank you for the bits, Squirrel Token. I appreciate them.
I don't know if I want to lose to the bird, even though the bird is the word.
I'm glad they didn't block with the bird, but that speaks about our opponents.
They value the bird.
Well, they value the bird, and they also believe that we have some sort of trick.
Little do they know that is completely wrong.
That is hyper fault, and we have actually nothing. Yep, so they get to fly in for 1. That's fine.
We have to decide if we want to suicide in the Feral Prowler when they play their 3-mana 3/3 here.
Yeah, just draw some of that removal we've got in the deck. That'll be fine.
We've got like a 1 in 16 if that happens.
You know, the really good draw would be our split card.
That would be rather
That
good,
would be
yes.
like our opponent's gonna play 1 blocker here, and then we would get in for a Mind Rot plus draw 2. Like,
That would be quite powerful. I think what's going to happen is we're going to play Lurching Rot Beast.
I'm thinking about cycling Lurching Rot Beast. I'll be honest with you.
That seems fine.
I realize that like gets us loses us a 4/2 play on curve, but like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, our overrun would just be for 6. If we were to just play the cards in our hand in the order we can play them.
Right. Staring your opponent straight in the eyes with a bluff is a strong place to be. Hooded Brawler, eh?
Okay, not a 3-mana 3/3. Slightly better, but along the same lines. Okay, and Wandering Death. You wanna... We could either cycle Wandering Death or attack with both our guys, hope they kill some... Like, we make the trade, and then just cast Wandering Death. They're not going to trade.
No, they're not.
We can chump, we can block with Hooded Prowler, though. Or Feral Prowler.
I might, if they exert, I might do that, and then, like, pick them both up.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems like a place to be.
If they don't exert, we probably just cycle Wandering Death.
I don't know. I kind of like picking up feral, like blocking and picking up feral prowler. Just to, again, we need to find some action, and I don't like the fact that I'm literally passing on the turn. Like that's bad.
Okay, they don't believe we have a combat trick anymore.
No, I want to do that though. I want to find cards. Nice.
Hey, a spider.
Okay. That's good.
Spiders are powerful.
Yeah.
It blocks their Hoopa. Blocks their Hooded Brawler, too.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Sort of.
If they have Ambuscade, we just lose the game, I think.
I'm not gonna, like, worry about Ambuscade, because there's very little I can do about an Ambuscade existing.
I'm a Dijkstra. I think you break Dijkstra's knee in Witcher 1. I only think that because it was he says that in Witcher 3. I have not played a desert.
No,
You could cycle that and still just play the Obelisk Spider. Or Wander in Death.
I'm going to attack first.
But if we play Wander in Death and we want to replay the Feral Prowler, we can't cycle that.
Yeah, which I could do. I could just do that. Like, that doesn't seem like the worst. I could also just play Spider.
Spider will inspire him to exert his Hooded Brawler.
Let's go Spider. And then, like, end turn, cycle the desert. If this even resolves. I like playing the Spider here, because if the Spider somehow gets answered, picking up the Spider is a better place to be.
We just hold up stuff.
Yeah, like I like Spider here. Because if Spider gets killed, like
we do kind of have to develop. Hopefully, we draw some guys to develop like a boss.
Well, here's a good thing. I've connected 3 times. Like
yeah, like if we get like swamp into Stir the Sands. Winds of Rebuke.
Okay, that could power my Wander in Death a little more.
It could be. Like, swamp into Stir the Sands would be very powerful, because, oh.
Well, we lost our... Hey, you know what? That's 2 double black cards on our single swamp, so thank you.
And if we draw if we draw swamp and our thing, we can still, you know...
Yes.
We can still cast the Stir the Sands. Did not exert. Dijkstra. It's probably just going to play land and then hold up Desert Hoopa. Nope.
Sure.
A 3/1.
Missed a land drop. I feel like they've got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. They missed a land drop, and so they missed a land drop, number 1, and they passed on 4, number 2. So like I feel like they've got tricks for days. I think I'm just gonna play some bodies.
Yeah, let's play some boys. We can do that. 1/4 blocks Initiate's Companion utterly.
Yes, that is not coming in. And Grizzled, the better my board looks, the more Overcome can find a way through.
If we overcome, our opponent's not dead on a cast Overcome. We need 1 more creature.
Right. Which, I mean, Wonder in Death. I think they have tricks. I think they have tricks for days.
Yeah, like what if they might just rebounce the Obelisk Spider?
Yes, I feel like that's okay. Cycling a lake.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so it's the them having a bunch of top end was also
Were they in the same pot as us?
Could have been.
Like,
There's no way of knowing that.
yeah, but there's always been some card overlap. It's not
Yeah,
they're uncommon, so it just could be coincidence. But
right. Like, what rare would they have to play in order for us to like be certain of that?
I don't. Did we see a champion of wits?
Right. Like, yeah. If they champion a wits here,
Like that would assure me pretty heavily. Okay, Hoopa comes in. They're exerting the brawler. Um, if we wither the initiate's companion, it dies after they put their trick on it.
yeah. And like, no matter what their trick is, it still dies. I could
It still
also,
dies at the end of turn. We could also, yeah,
I like that.
and we'll just take 6 for our troubles.
Yeah, I don't like that, but I have the river. Like, I could also like block the river if I wanted to and like trade. But I think. Well, here's the thing: we'll also like get a trigger.
Gain a life, so we're only taking 5 here. It's like we're blocking the Hoopa.
Yeah.
Of course, it's also ambuscade. We can't play around that.
Right.
Though.
Like,
We could never play around that.
people keep mentioning that. Like, aha, that's now that I have said the word ambuscade, like, I can, defeat
It's
its
like
power.
we're going to keep bringing up the boogeyman of the format, which is fair. It is totally the boogeyman of the format.
Yeah, like if there is no play that plays around ambuscade. There's no block that plays around ambuscade. So
Was Soul's Fire the boogeyman of its format?
also we don't get our counter because
Yeah, because it
died.
just died.
But
Yeah.
that was a definitely a like a oh heck.
Do we just want to like build our board and try to kill them, or do we cycle that Wander in Death for the immediate damage?
Right. I could also just pick like I think picking up with Wonder and Death is more useful.
How much mana do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5. We could Wander in Death, pick up the Rod Beast Prowler, cycle the Rod Beast,
And attack for 6.
and attack, and just like swing for the fences.
I'm not going to swing Obelisk Spider, I don't think.
Okay.
The one point is I think better served on defense.
They are at 16. They are going to activate their Hoopa, which will gain them 2 and draw them a card.
True. Okay, so I want to Wander in Death pre then. I want to do it this way so that I have the threat of like a pump. I don't know if I'll use it, but I want the threat of it. And then, yeah, the question is again, I guess, do I swing with Spider as well? I could swing with Spider, and then like if this untaps by some,
So like they do a trick. Yeah, if they can't untap their Hooded Brawler and we don't have a blocker, we just die. I know we don't just die. They untap it on their turn, we die.
yeah,
The other question is, do we play the Rot Beast as a 4/2 to benefit from the trample, or do we do it for 2 immediate damage and a card?
I've got a feeling they have like the +2 plus like some sort of untap trick. I don't know how to play around that though.
Just attack with, yeah. We'll have Troll Prowler as a chump in any case.
Might be an overreach if they Spidery Grasp here, but I'm going all in here to see what our opponents said.
Yeah, we summarily cannot play the long game because the Hoopa.
Right. I don't want to play a long game against an opponent who controls Hoopa. They might like burn a trick here to stop the damage from that.
And just like kill our guy if they can do that.
Like a bounce, I would expect. At this point, I think if they had Ambuscade, they would have used it.
Alright, they would have used it turns ago.
I think that specifically, I think they would have used it in the combat to save Initiate's Companion by killing our Spider, because that was a very free action to take.
Or just do it on attack so the Spider couldn't even block.
Nice.
Okay. attack for 7.
I like that when we have when we have an overrun, you know.
Yeah.
And this is them just using the. Yep.
A hoopa.
Okay. So our opponent's life total could be 11. And they have
But
3 toughness to block. I've got 6 plus 8 is 14. So if all they have is like a hoopy activation, the activation, they'll just die.
okay, to thirst.
Thirst, which they had to wait for me to
Attack, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the thirst and okay.
Did they overtap for that? They thought that was a great ogre.
I think they overtapped for that. It was a very strong bear, by the way.
Yeah. And now we have to decide if we want to challenge them to death and like force bad blocks, or if we just want to play Carrion Screecher and try to squeak out till next turn. We can't block Ronus' Stalwart unless we block it with Carrion Screecher.
Right.
But they probably can't sneak 5 damage at us through just Ronus' Steward alone. Swamp was not what I was hoping to see.
No, I was kind of hoping for like any non-land card in our deck right there. So let's talk about the overcome turn. If I did that, I would be attacking for 4/3/4, which is 11, meaning that they would just have to block with River Hoopy, and I would die. So okay,
yeah.
that is an illegal choice. I cannot choose to lose the game there.
So, I think that means we play the Screecher and hope for next turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking like attacking with Watchers of the Dead and Grizzled Survivor.
Yeah, just hold back the Feral Prowler.
Feral Prowler is basically the chump blocker on their Hooded Brawler attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then like because Overcome is if I play Overcome, I would actually lose just on the board. Like they would go to 1 and then they would attack back for exactly my life total and we would lose the game. So that's an illegal choice. Let's make the legal one.
If they can give, is there any tricks that give trample? Because if they can give their Hooded Brawler trample, we die if we just leave back Feral Prowler.
No, Feral Prowler has 3 toughness.
Yeah, but it'll go up to. They also have the Ronus' Steward, so they'll be if they exert and trample, that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm assuming that whatever trick they have also gives it 3 power. The Hooded Brawler, like it goes up to an 8.
I'm gonna play Carrion Screecher as well. Here's the thing. So
okay.
Yeah, we can't shoot for this turn. We have to shoot for next. Oh, that is pretty good for me.
That makes me think they're afraid, and they ought right be.
Yeah, I was gonna say they ought be.
It's just gonna make it very hard for them to kill us.
Yeah. So I'm willing to play the land.
It has to be Jen's Discord notifications. If you're hearing anything,
you're not hearing any from me. Mine has the stream thing on, right? Like
mine. I don't know how they would hear mine because I keep mine muted anyways, and also I'm just on the Skype.
Like mine should be, unless mine aren't disabled. That'd be kind of funky. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and force it to. Sorry if that's happening. I don't notice them. Anyway, my bad.
Okay, the game now hangs on the edge of a knife.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Thank you.
It's minor issues, but
oh my goodness.
So if they can kill us, we're pretty hosed.
I don't think they can. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe they can. But like, okay, let me rephrase. I think if we don't win next turn, we're going to have a difficult time winning.
Okay, that's fair.
We basically have what we have. Yeah, if we can... You can see when he moves his legs more, he runs fast.
Irrelevant.
A piker on the ground with one toughness.
One toughness, more importantly.
Okay. 4 mana up, not doing anything else. Do they just have more 7-drops?
I think I'm just gonna go for it here. Like, so my attack here is for 12. They can live. Like, they have, you know, enough toughness to not die to the overrun, but they also will go to 1 and lose their board, right? Like,
Plus we have the Sandwall in the pocket.
yeah. I'm gonna go
So
for it.
I think we engage overrun. You tapped your lands right when I wouldn't have, because this means you can activate the Sandwall if need be. I totally would fuck that up.
That's my defense against something going wrong and Hooded Brawler coming back in next turn and, like, kicking my ass.
Okay. Even if they have some tricks, they have to burn the tricks. And if they burn them to live, they can't really burn them to kill us.
I'm willing to go in anyway.
Like it's now or never. Like,
Flat on summon, okay.
so they unsummon the bird.
Yep.
This lets them not.
Well,
It's okay. It's unsummoned though, so like our guy still lives. They have to make some blocks here.
yeah.
But they don't have to. Yeah, they have to. They're at 7.
Right, they have to. They are factually obligated to make blocks here or they die.
They can't. Any kills they do involve double blocking.
Yeah, so the reason I feel that the attack here is necessary is like it's like what if they have like 3 tricks and we lose because I attacked? And the response to that is if they have 3 tricks, holding back all my blockers is just going to result in the exact same thing. I'm just going to die.
We're just going to die. Yeah.
Like
But they have the onboard way to outlife and outcard us. Like,
yeah.
we cannot beat that if we let them use it. So we have to let them not let them use it.
Yep.
Okay, they do that. Their plan is to kill us with Hooded Brawler.
Which, like, the problem there is, they have a second trick. Yep, +3/+3 in reach. All right.
Okay, so they're burning 2 cards to deal with 2 of our cards.
Well, they definitely are kicking our ass around, because, like, I'm kind of surprised we didn't just lose earlier, if that's their hand, is just a bunch of combat tricks. We don't have much of a way around it. If that Hooded Brawler comes in exerted, and they can remove my blocker, I'm dead. But again, if their actual hand was 3 combat tricks, I wasn't winning this game in any instance. So... Yes, exactly that. We have to solve the actual problems before we solve the potential ones.
Okay, can the deck now start supplying us with hippos?
No, probably not. I would really appreciate... I would appreciate a hippo, but I don't think that's something we're getting. I feel like I'm going to have to trump block with Frilled Sandwalla this turn, which I don't like.
Should we do it if they don't exert?
If they don't exert,
well, if they don't exert, then we just trade. Yeah.
Right. The problem is, like, the Frilled Sandwalla is the only offensive threat I really could have on this board. The Feral Prowler is not very good at being an offensive threat. And Spellweaver Eternal is quite annoying as the Piker I can't block. Like...
And if we still take the 2 even if we block it.
Right, and, like, if I block it with Feral Prowler and, like, they just prowess once, like, then it's like I didn't block it at all, and, let's see what we get first, though. They also have a life total higher than they look, because of the bird. Power of bird.
That's the bird. And they're deciding what they can attack with.
Mm-hmm. They can... So they actually do have an all-out attack that forces a very specific block out of me with this. On the all-out, the only choice I have that makes any sense is blocking on the Hooded Brawler.
Mm-hmm. Because we die if we block the Spellweaver Kenra.
Yes.
Or Spellweaver Eternal.
And I cannot pump enough to live through that.
So now we have to draw a removal spell in the next turn or so.
There's only one left in the deck, so...
Only one left.
Whoa.
Red Mountain is here.
Red. Horrible.
This old gag, huh?
Yeah. So here's the worst part. like their life total is now 8.
Because they can go and then
They have
undo and then yeah.
they have their activations.
The snake doesn't trample. Like, our only hope is to play the Screecher and then Sna.
Right, like I'm completely unsure what our path to victory is at this point in the game.
If this is a counterspell, the path to victory is nothing. No, they're just activating their
Yeah,
Koopa.
they're activating it, and like maybe they get essence scatter or some some sort of counter to functions here. But I don't think I can even afford to attack with Feral Prowler. Oh, they actually did draw into the essence scatter. All right.
Okay, that's.
I was
Let's wait it. Let's see if they show us another card, and then just we
yeah.
can't win.
I was kidding there, but my opponent did not think that I was.
I mean, they took your suggestion literally.
Right. That's fair. I tend to do that well enough. Anyway, we take point from River Hoopa, and if that Spellweaver comes in, I'm blocking it. Okay, so I kind of want this Feral Prowler dead, but we don't have any way of making that happen. Best draw I can think of is actually pick up my Cyclers.
Yeah, that would be pretty good because it would give us a Stir of the Sands.
Yeah, we could Stir the Sands, which is enough blockers to like start fighting. Oh, I lose next turn regardless of all plays.
Yeah.
Because, afflict.
Okay.
Two.
I think we've learned enough. Maybe they'll show us another card if we just pass.
Yeah. I want you to know that this card right here, Spellweaver Eternal, is one of the strongest 2-drops in my opinion in this set. As it's like this, it's very hard for you to fight in combat, and if you ever do try to fight it in combat, you still take the damage.
And away they go.
Yep.
Let's see what our top card was. Actually,
We'll
dive with the
dive
trigger
with the trigger on the stack.
Okay.
So, all right, let's begin the sideboard.
Okay. We lost a Hooded Brawler.
No, like there was a combination of things that caused the problem, but the Hooded Brawler was the offensive threat that got us. The bird was a thing that we like that came down on 2 and it never died because our deck doesn't contain removal.
Any changes we could possibly make?
Heavier in on the Grizzled Survivor. Like I don't.
Would a bad lifelinker do anything?
Well, yeah, like Scrounger. I don't think so.
Now we weren't in the we were actually not in the game if we drew the 2 spells that were our removal spells because we would have been stuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we spent 2 turns drawing double black cards when we had 1 swamp, we would have lost for much different reasons. I was happy with the Walla. I'm wondering if Painful Lesson is worth including.
Like just a way to draw spells.
Yeah, I don't know what I wouldn't want though. Like I don't like it's very hard to fight this opponent in a long game when they have the bird, Like that's not something we're really able to fight them on.
We could try like the Mummy, just like discard. Who cares? We'll just discard. Well, we have no hand anyways. You're going to beat us. Our card at disadvantage doesn't do anything if we don't have any cards in hand. Idiot. I think we just ship it back and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't have anything I specifically like on the board. I have a couple things that are considerations, but nothing that's like, aha, this is the fixer. This will.
Like the spider is like okay. They have to prowess twice with the pikers to overcome it.
Okay.
Well, Dijkstra, let's go.
Yeah, that's all right.
1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, and then question mark 4.
Yeah, that's fine. Festering Mummy's quite good against that piker.
Because it doesn't matter.
Right, like I don't care how many times you prowess, you're dying at the end of turn.
Plus, we could do It could possibly trade with a footed brawler. It won't, but it could.
So the actual play, if I'm looking back in hindsight at what could have changed in that game that we could have done differently, was actually attacking with the 1/4 spider.
Hmm. If he didn't attack, they wouldn't have been able to thirst it.
Yep, and then it's this wall that blocks those 2/1 pikers pretty effectively. That is the change in hindsight that I think would have made a different game occur that we could have used.
Now we get to have the option of cycling Wandering Death or cycling Rampaging Hippo.
Yep.
We're not going to be casting the Hippo for a while, so we might cycle it just to pick it up with Wandering Death.
Right. Honestly, it's likely I'm cycling both, but
It's likely. Maybe they'll be very kind to us and trade with the mummy. What you doing, Dijkstra? You can actually play card games with Dijkstra in The Witcher. He's one of the characters that says, "I only play cards for high stakes. If you beat me, I'll give you one of my special cards, but you don't lose anything if you lose to him."
high stakes.
It's extremely high stakes.
Okay.
Oh, the skirmisher.
That is fine.
Double piker.
I'm gonna cycle the Wonder in Death.
Away you go.
Goodbye. Okay.
Yeah, the Pokemon the trading card Game Boy model. Okay. If they want to trade, this is their opportunity to do so without drawback. Like just one for one.
Right, and I think I want a little more because our opponent's shown a lot of these 1 toughness things. So I'm actually willing to just take 2 from the hit.
Same.
For a turn and then deal with it later. Okay.
The Cultivator. A creature designed to have -1/-1 counters put on it.
Right. Then, like, next turn I can play Carrion Screecher, just as a flying threat.
Recycle the Hippo?
I don't think so. I think at this point, like, we want to play Hippo. We have 5 lands already, and like
we're 1 land away. We'll have questions as to whether or not we want to cycle the Stir the Sands or not.
Why? Why would you? What?
Not. I mean, next turn. Oh yeah. Oh no, him.
So,
Why would he play the other one tough? Okay, attack, please.
Right. Like now, my Festering Mummy holds off your whole dang team.
I demand for you to trade, please.
Right. Like, come on in. Water's fine. Like, no problems here. Right. Carrion Screech.
Let's get Screechy. And now we have to decide whether we want to play Desert next turn so we can have on-time Hippo,
Right.
or just be greedy and fucking cycle it.
Right. The good old question of what to do with that. Anyway, this is nice. Right, red.
This red happens. What's Hero Mountain for?
Yeah, I wonder. Is that just like, is it Shock? Are you gonna play Shock?
Magma Spray.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, alright. I wasn't thinking high enough.
Okay, they get to fire us.
Yeah, so my board is gone.
They lose their 3/1, though, if they do that.
Right.
So they might actually just shock the Screecher alone. Or, like, can that dome?
I would say they went dome, yeah.
Yeah.
This Festering Mummy has them so on defense, it's ridiculous. Like, okay, so
I think they can't even double strike their guys because the mummy dies and they'll kill it anyway.
right, like that doesn't function. We need that dead, and I don't know how.
Hippo?
I guess.
Like just a 5 they have they only have 5 toughness on
Toughness.
board,
All
so they
right.
can't. If they would either be their team or their walker.
Right. Sweet. Thanks.
Yes, we take 2 damage again, I guess. Because yeah, we trade with the initiate, and then the one post combat kills the. I guess they can embalm their dude, but who cares?
Right. I'm getting a 2-for-1 out of this, and I really need to get that sort of like. I don't understand making that attack. Like, why didn't you just burn it? You
Yeah,
know,
because
like
then you could attack with the piker for free.
I don't know. I'm not certain on letting me make that choice. Okay, I can cycle the desert now.
Okay, like we just see what happens.
What else can I do? You know.
Well, yeah. You
All
can
right.
cycle the. I think yeah, we might have to cycle the Stir of the Sands if something crazy happens, but
All right. All of a sudden, a hasted hell
like
dude
the
appears.
haste and exert guy happens. Okay, he's going to give his
Uh
03
huh.
double strike. You know what? Sure.
Sure. Not even flashbacking the Talkrop skirmisher.
Okay. Do you want to? Let's see what we got.
Yeah, let's cycle a desert. I don't need this card anymore. Okay. Hippo versus Essence Scatter? Like,
Yeah, we know they have essence scatter, so maybe Stir the Sand. I don't know. What's anything? I don't understand the world I live in. Hippo's the stronger play, so let's make the strongest play. Let's play biggest man. Hearthstone rules, baby.
yeah, that's what I'm going for here, is the Hippo based on that.
They might have wanted to sack their cultivator,
Which they can do.
and they wouldn't be able to embalm their guy if they did that. If they want to spend their time unsummoning our hippo, that is just fine.
Yeah. I think I'm just casting Stir of the Sands as like, hi, I would like to have a team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ways to kill Samet the Tested.
Worst thing they can do here, which is what they're going to do, is a sandworm. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Well, I have been shown a dang fool for my choice. That was an idiot move for fools, and now...
Right, we did know they had the lake
Oh,
claim, but
God. Why did I... Oh, great.
we could not do any. Well, we
Well, we
could,
could have.
but
We made the wrong move.
we played the wrong. We chose the wrong Pokemon.
Yep. Okay. Uh-huh.
So first strike trample, huh? Well,
Yeah, because now that double strikes, and I can't ever get to Samet here.
um, hmm.
Why did I play the goddamn Hippo?
Well, we played the hippo.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think what we do about it. Um...
We could stir the sands. We take 10. Hopefully we can kill Samet, and then we can kill the hippo some other way.
We can't, though. That's the
Not
problem. There aren't kill spells in our deck.
now. We have a Death Toucher in our hand. Like, that's poor, but it works. We just have to not die till then.
I don't see that happening is the biggest problem here. Like, even if our opponent actually played no cards, I feel like we're in a scenario where if I played every card from my hand in succession, we would die in 3 turns, just based on the math of the situation. like Samet goes up to 5, they attack, or they can either attack and hit us for 10, or like play any blocker, which results in Samet not dying. They have the ability to. We can never trade Bone Picker with Rampaging Hippo if Samet is in play, because Samet can just kill Bone Picker. Obelisk Spider isn't enough toughness to stick around. Like there's many things that went wrong.
They could also, if they're just going to spend they thought about spending mana there.
Yeah.
Oh, we could also just die here.
I don't think so. I think we could take 16 at most here.
Okay. Here's the decision point. Where's their unsummon?
Yeah. And we can't kill Samet, and from here, like, I seriously have no idea how we win. God, I am in goddamn shambles right now. Personally, me, the player.
Yeah, the play we've been defeated, but we from Tormented Venom doesn't do anything. Oh, okay, we just die. The match is dead.
Okay, good God.
We lost to the Master Spy. And now we can face a new opponent. You shuffling some cards?
I am shuffling some cards. It's always something I'm doing. It's nice.
Making just little cards, just shuffled.
Mm-hmm.
I know what this is. I don't know why I don't have this YouTube video. Here we go.
Johnny Fiver.
That's a good one.
Oh, this is awful.
This is terrible.
Oh, God.
You persistent guy. Be dead down here. No, there's one of these that's...
I'm destined just to die.
No, one of these just happened. The last one.
Your power...
No, yes, I made a mistake, but the fight is yet to finish. My spirit never dies.
I'm...
Feel fortunate to have survived till now. There's Hearthstone card backs. Oh, we're keeping this? Okay. Sure. This technically has a 1 and a 2 and a 4. I believe in the Sandwalla.
It's all about the Sandwalla.
If you don't believe in the Sandwalla, you can get the hell out.
Uh-oh.
Just play a bear and just threaten to trade our 1 for their 2.
Yeah, fine with that.
We have something to do with our mana next turn. We can cycle Stir the Sands. It's a trick.
Ooh,
they're stuck on 2 lands.
Okay, stuck on 3, but they're off color.
Off black. Things looking good.
All right, I'm going aggressive next turn. Nice.
If they, we play that, or do we buff our boy?
We play it.
Okay. Takes us from 3 to 5. Maybe we just caster the sands eternally.
Right. Like if this is what they're on, if they're off mana, like and they're missing a color, like we just rush them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, still
Okay.
off a color.
Slot black.
Like we have the time to push here.
Lands and spells in combination, you say?
Yeah, they're missing part of that combo. They're gonna still have like plays. Like I would. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
they're okay. They're probably gonna just pick a 4/3. We can
That's
block that like pretty
yeah.
effectively.
Like I can just put a 3/3 in front of that.
And like we can attack with Watchers of the Dead, and then like chill out.
Yep.
That crocodile is fast.
Yep. Fast crocodile.
Alligators and crocodiles can run pretty fast in short bursts. When they do it, they look really funny because in order to do it, they have to stiffen their spine to support their body weight that way on land.
Yeah, it has
So they look like a warped piece of board.
yeah, it
Like
has
they have an arched back.
a wiggle.
Mm. I don't miss Fastbat. Fastbat was never something cool. Okay. Did they have a trick?
If they do, that's okay.
Is it finally time for the boogeyman of the format?
I'm expecting something here. Like, there's no way you make this trade for my 1. So, like, they have to have like a +2/+2 or like the +3/+3 in reach. Ha! There it is. There's the ambuscade.
They did that at the wrong time. If they had pre-combated that, they could have just forwarded us.
Yeah. Crap.
Okay, they found their black. Well, we've found a bunch of 2/2s.
We've also found like half of the lands in our deck, which is not a great.
That's fine. That puts us on pace to draw the other half.
True. Like at this point, like I only have 9 more turns of dead draws, and 2 of those dead draws
They cycle.
are cycling. So, all right, let's.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Simplifying the board when we're about to drop a beefcake.
Yeah. All right. Here's some team. That's nice. What do you got, bud?
Hippo. They don't have a hippo. So turn off a hippo. A 4/4.
Sure.
A creature that trades with a crocodile.
Yep, just flat trades with the crocodile. We needed. I'm gonna keep making these land drops in case we do draw our flashback ability, which would allow us to get Stir the Sands. Hey, Spider.
Hey, the only thing we benefit from holding lands is the bluff, anyways.
Right. All right, they're almost out of cards in hand. The problem is going to be when they finally choose to. I think that needs to go into play.
Yeah, that trades with all of their creatures.
Yeah, I would love to cycle it, but the 4 power is a little too good against like both the Bitterbow and like the Hooded Brawler Exert. So okay, we're going to get into a position that's going to be the like we want to draw an overrun. Are they gonna just play an overrun? Shit, don't do that. Okay.
No, a Galosopede.
Sure, 5/5 is here. We need a hippo.
Yeah, I always need a hippo. We need a hero.
Okay, we only have 8 more dead draws like that in the deck. So that's nice.
Still basically on board parity. We're a little behind.
They're going to be able to start swinging next turn is the problem. Like we don't actually have the ability to make effective blocks on everything if they start coming in. And if they ever find a single combat trick, like that would be enough to start blowing us the hell out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm glad that we're in this zone still. Okay,
Land.
7 more turns. It's
I
fine.
should have specifically guessed because I was thinking forest, but land was too easy of a called shot.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's a for certain. You know, that's
Hmm.
luckily again with our opponent worried. Okay, that could come in, but really not is not that big of a deal. And they still haven't decided that they have the advantage yet. So, okay. We got good news for you. If the board stall can last 4 more turns, we cannot fail. The problem is I don't know how long this board stall is going to last. I feel like our opponent should sooner or
Yeah.
later, like,
Like the Colossopede should be attacking
right?
on time.
Yep,
You know what?
that's fine.
It's fine. Also, our Sidewinder's now a 4/2.
Yes, which matters a lot. Means it can trade up to Bitterbow or Hooded Brawler.
Also means it and Feral Prowler can eat a Colossopede.
Yes.
The Lurching Rat Beast could already do that.
And I'm not playing my final land because the unknown is something that's going to keep our opponent from choosing to attack all out. They might finally choose to start attacking, like...
Ronus' Steward is a very safe attack they should be making.
Okay. Ooh.
That's... We can just do that and play Stir the Sands.
Right. God, I would have loved for them to, like, come on in so Lurching Rot Beast was flashbackable.
You want to attack with Lurching Rot Beast?
It doesn't matter. Like, they have a Colossopede that doesn't
Yeah,
function
true
for.
enough. I guess we just make Stir the Sands.
Yeah, we don't wait on this.
It doesn't mean that our hippos cost 8 mana, but luckily...
I've got good news for you about how much mana we've got.
Yeah.
Alright, Stir the Sands, give us flashback.
And we have two cards in graveyard to actually cast Wander in Death on.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, here's a billions... At this point, like, our Overrun or our Menace trick is very, very good.
Yeah, our Menace trick, I think, just wins us the game. Hard to say. We draw a bunch of cards, they rip their hand.
Right.
We just have to make sure not to die on the crackback.
Yep.
Okay, they found a land.
I love this pile of 2/2s getting added in. It's like, alright, here we go. Alright, we only have 4 more land draws left in the deck. Yeah, because we have 6, 5... Okay, 4 more out of 19. Our odds continue to decrease until they hit 0, because until they hit 0, it's 100%. Luckily,
7% of the time, it happens 100% of the time.
Right, what was the number that you had said, or that I had given you? 1 of 512 on...
Yeah, 1 of 512, or about a 0.02% chance.
Yeah, on the coin flippies. We just need a breaker. I guess our opponent does too. Like, we're both sitting here, like, on the, like, God, if only we had a way to...
Well, we know our deck has a breaker in it. We don't know if theirs does or not. Theirs could just be like Beefy Boys.
Well, we can cycle this and cast it if I want. I don't know if I want, but I could.
I don't think we cast it yet, because the creatures in the... don't
Nope.
add a whole lot.
Here we go. Cycle Hippo.
Forest. Oh, okay.
Play Hippo.
You know, there's something that picking up a creature might be worth.
Ooh.
Actually, we could Lethal Sting. No, we can't kill anything with Lethal Sting.
Well, I mean, destroy target. Yeah, we can't kill anything we control.
Yeah, I wanted to kill Lurching Rot Beast. Oh no, that doesn't work now.
Yeah, it doesn't work now. It gets removed.
Hippo.
Oh,
okay.
All right, fine. Right. Okay.
It's the boogeyman.
Right, like our opponent is us with interaction. So
although that hippo was 100,000% free, so like
right. Our opponent's us with interaction, just flat.
Okay.
They are no different than us. They are the exact same player.
You can play that. It might be a creature worth recurring. Do we want to just kill the 5/5, or do we hold it off well enough that we don't need to yet?
I don't think we need to yet.
Okay, that could be a surprise.
Right, like it's not an instant, obviously, but I like the idea of having like a kill spell at a key moment. By the way, I think our win con in this is the same turn, menace the team plus overrun.
Mm-hmm. Gnomebitten. Gnome 9. That's what a terrible username Gnome 9 would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that would flow as well.
A flyer. A flyer threat against not only that, look at the card to the right of that.
I know.
Okay.
It is a flyer, though.
Maybe if it has menace and trample, it will do anything.
Right.
Or if it and Vizier die, we can wander and death them.
I literally think we're going to have to get to a point where I have to cast Overrun plus the menace in order to win.
You know what that's going to be, right?
What, they fog me?
No, the card, the menace trick is on the bottom card of our deck, so we can't cast it without losing.
As long as nothing first strikes, we'll be fine. We won't lose.
Oh, because of the trigger on the stack. And it also might be a May.
Yeah.
Okay, they're trying to make a land disappear out of mountain.
Oh shit! Oh god! No. No.
That's scary.
All right, let everybody get ready for Samet again. I don't like that at all. I could save that as a pitiless Vizier trick.
Is that how we're winning, or do we? Hard to say.
All right, so like, is it gonna be? Actually, I'm more now. We already saw Samet, so I think that their splash has got to be what, Scorpion God? Is that the one that's in? They're
gonna play other mountain and then Glorybringer.
Glorybringer, yeah, well, whatever. That's why we're holding Lethal Sting. I don't give a crap.
Like maybe they'll try to kill the Vizier, and like we can super touch it. We are in danger, but we're in hidden danger. We're in the danger of
I'm waiting for Scorpion God. I think it's Scorpion God. That's the one in. No, it's just Samet again. Okay.
It's just Samet again. Okay.
All right, fine. Our opponent has that card, and I can't kill it.
They kill our flyer.
Double striking. Who's getting double strike?
The Vigilance and Reacher.
I've got bad news for you, bud.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, I got really bad news.
This is great, because, you know, Indestructible does not work like regen. It does not get removed from combat.
Yeah.
Good touch on the not cycling the desert.
I mean, look, I had them pegged for one of two cards on their splash, and Samet was one of them. So.
Like, this is their opportunity to punch us.
Right. What I can do here is I can have Pitiless Vizier kill this, and then, unless they have a kill spell, which they have another ambuscade, so whatever.
Yeah, we could Lethal Sting the spider and then
it's a
get in.
torment of, sure, I don't care at all. Goodbye, Swamp. Yeah, so I can't get... I wanted to get through for flying damage, but I'm not going to be able to. Alright, so then Obelisk Spider is going to...
I think they have tramples right now, so we could just chump with Feral Prowler next turn.
Yeah. The problem is, well, the ult doesn't even matter. Like...
Yeah, most of their creatures already are on the battlefield.
Right, like...
It's bad, but it's...
Like, Samet is just a thing that says double striking. We can't break through with flying. Reach. Like,
do we cycle the Hippo now?
Yeah, I'll cycle the Hippo now.
Oh, I thought we were at end step already.
Nah, we're... Okay, that's half of the equation.
That's half the equation.
That's the other half of the equation.
Do we just do that?
Let's do math. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attackers versus
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9
9.
blockers. So that means that of our 11 attackers, 7 will get through, and our weakest attackers would be 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, which is 26 damage.
And they don't have any green up, so they don't have any pump tricks.
Right. Like,
And what black tricks are like? I don't think the stamina doesn't block this trample. Like
I'm just gonna go crush him. We drew our combo breaker. Let's combo break him. Let's give him the combo break.
behold.
Hello. Step 1.
But wait, there's more.
Step 2. Step 3. Optic blast.
Optic blast. All of their tokens get to be special in their own pile when they have keywords.
Yep.
Trample, 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 mountain spock, mountain spock, mountain spock.
Attack with all creatures at Johnny.
Get him, Johnny.
We're in.
Here we aren't. The curiosity triggers will go on the stack with our opponent dead.
Yeah, we will draw 10. We'll draw 11 cards, or 10 cards, or 9 cards. Like, we'll probably draw 8, I think, with how their blocks go. But
actually, can I read the card? Oh, it exiled, so it's not in our graveyard.
There's my Excel zone.
Yep, it's not a May, so yeah, we would deck.
we would deck. We would lose the game by those triggers. Luckily for us, you know.
There's no 2-mana kill spells, and I don't think there's enough toughness pump on 2 mana in black.
Right. The reason that this is very safe to do now is because they did a bunch of tapping out on the last turn to have Samet go in.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, if they gained like 11 life.
I don't care about blocking order. I don't care about blocking order. I also don't care about. I don't care about blocking order.
Don't care. Don't care.
Deal damage.
We're here for the killing.
Look at this. What is this? I'm sorry.
The zombies tokens don't get art in the trigger zone.
Like, look, we just got like, all right, because these are all the discard, draw, discard, discard. Like, that felt good. I'm glad that our like
our breakers work.
Yeah, our breaker functions. So we have another planeswalker to beat.
Yet a planeswalker to beat.
That's bad news. I don't know what to tell you about that.
Does that mean like the cheetah try to sneak them in?
Maybe.
Second overcome.
Like,
I don't know if that's good enough. I'm just saying that's like. Or do we just run it back?
Yeah, I'm looking at what we could have that might matter.
We could curve down a little bit, try to be more aggressive, but I think that's just worse than what we're doing.
Yeah, well, hell, we could pull that off just based on like how the last game went. But I think so. Here's the thing: our opponent has better removal than us by far. They showed Torment of Venom and 2 Ambuscades, which already is just better than what we have in our entire deck. I could bring in the second Overcome.
Yeah, we could bring in the second Overcome. We could try to match them with Desert's Hold and adding a Plains. That seems poor, though.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So what do we take out for Overcome? Like Wandering Death or something?
Wandering Death seems alright still, though.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
I don't know. I don't have a card in here I really dislike. That's the...
We could turn our split card into just Overcome.
No, our split card's better than an Overcome. Menace, because double Overcome is easier to block than Overcome plus the Menace.
Yeah, definitely. Uh,
I'm. Let's just get into a situation again like that. Let's just.
yeah, let's go. Let's rock.
We got
Yeah,
this.
mechanically, yeah, Samet is just a worse as Johnny Vincent. Okay, they did their old. That's something I'm not as down on as you are. Is just putting your sideboard tech on top of your deck. Like,
Yeah.
okay, my opponent is playing an enchantment, so I'm going to put disenchant on top of my deck, and that's my sideboard.
I'm keeping this because of Naga Vitalist.
Mhm. Although we have to find a swamp for that to
I'm
go.
I'm, I'm aware of that. But Swamp
Yeah.
is our heavier
More
land
importantly,
choice.
I like Carrion Screecher.
Yeah, Carrion Screecher early, if I can actually turn 3 that, that's a good threat. Sure. So they're going to get their red.
They might be forced to rip their red, which would be awkward at this point. Okay.
Okay, Feral Prowler's fine too. Like, that can cycle for us.
Is it Mountain?
It's probably Mountain. Unless their hand is, like, really, like, I need fixing for main colors, this is going to be the Mountain. Oh, okay. They also could just be holding Mountain.
It could be holding Mountain.
Sure.
You know what? I'm happy about that creature.
Yeah.
It's one of the only 2-drops that trades with Feral Prowler.
Kind of makes me want to play Feral Prowler here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, like, there's no point in trying to, like... We kind of want to draw into some land here, so making a 1-for-1 trade, which isn't 1-for-1, it's, you know...
Mm-hmm. Like, what do we speed into currently? Sidewinders?
Oh, yep, they did keep,
Yeah. Attack, please. You both kept sketchy 2-landers.
Yep, we both kept sketchy 2-landers. We'll see who comes out of this one quicker. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a big thing. They're on both their colors, which matters a little better. Okay, that's fine. Sidewinder Naga matches.
Nah.
Haha!
Swamp. Could make a flyer here. We could mid-combat stir the sands. We could play Pitiless Vizier or Grizzly Survivor. The flyer it is.
Yeah. Well, heck. Like, odds of them having an ambuscade are high, and is there a choice I can make that's a little less, like...
Well, if they remove our creature, I think removing the Carrion's creature might be better for us than removing the Vizier. Because the Vizier pulls off some really horseshit 0 for 2s.
Yeah.
Where, like, we have the Vizier in play, they go to attack, we cycle Stir the Sands, and double, crunch them, eat their lunch.
Yep.
More than likely, what's going to happen is Carrion's creature is going to get ambuscaded by a Harrier Naga, and our opponent is going to attack with a Harrier Naga.
Okay, and there's step 1.
Okay.
Our opponent is going to attack with a Harrier Naga. And here's step 2.
Yes, is 3 life worth a card? Like us drawing a card?
I don't think so. And here's step 2. Here's Torment.
Jeez.
Survivor?
We could just sacrifice the Feral Prowler.
Get a card off that?
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that we wouldn't have a way to kill the Initiate's Companion. Like, this is holding it off pretty well. I'm going to get rid of the...
Yeah, let's get the Grizzly Survivor out.
I could just lose 3 life, too.
Oh, yeah, we're early enough for that's not... But I always forget that's an option. Because of this, look at this UI. Click on a permanent to sacrifice.
Make
click
things
on a
happen
card.
quickly. You must choose.
Choose! Okay.
This is where I'm going to go Pitiless Vizier. Because now, like, the threat, Naga Vitalist can threaten a cycle, and it makes their,
That makes everything bad.
yeah. Okay, 5. I would like to just untap.
Opponent has been drawing a lot of lands.
Yeah. Oh, wow, they're going for, an ambuscade pre... Yeah, alright. Which works, because we don't actually have the threat that we're threatening. You know, if they just keep playing a trick and attacking with this 3/3, that will kill us in a couple turns.
We will lose to that. If you'd
Yeah.
like to draw a land, please.
Yeah, so we can just cast Stir.
Tap land. Okay. Yeah, I got what I wanted. I was going to summon the Monkey's Paw version, which was a tap land.
That's fine. I'm really happy getting just board presence right now is huge.
Like,
Also,
we could just squeak a game out, you know? Like, we play Sidewinders, Naga, and Grizzly Survivor, and then, like, we just cast Overrun.
Right. Okay, they're cycling, which means that their hand must not actually have strong cards left.
Yeah, which means maybe they've drawn too many lands.
Well, I don't know if it's that. I just think they just don't have anything that compares to what's in play is the problem.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get them stuck in like a... All right. So we have a huge board. They have a board. You know.
If they stir the sands, we go back to how we were going.
Right.
If they do something ineffectual,
Oh, that's fixing.
Like that, maybe? Please attack. Attack.
Exerted.
Okay. Can we kill them?
Overcome... Like I take 5 here, is what you're saying?
Thinking about it.
So let's count up the power we have in play. 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, and then plus 12 makes this into 25. They have 4 toughness, so they would die.
Okay, they have 4 toughness if we assumed our best creature was dead from an ambuscade. D minus 5 from that. Would they die? What number did you say again?
25.
They'd be.
Forced
That sounds
block.
like. It sounds like dead to me if they ambuscade and like they have to chump in that case, and their guy is going to be tapped because it's exerted.
Yeah.
So this is risky.
Well, the thing is, like, if they...
Ambuscade is 2 and a green, yes. Or they're just going to play a 3/3. This forces bad blocks, right?
Oh, and we get a Bone Picker post.
And we can just play a Bone Picker. Okay, that makes me like this play a lot. Hey kids, even a mediocre overrun is still pretty okay if it gives trample.
Yeah, so they have to block 2 things here.
They have to block 2 things. None of their guys survive. None of our guys die, actually. They could kill us back. It'll be hard to kill us back through Bone Picker.
They could. It would involve, like, Samet plus removal, which we know they could do.
They could do. This is forcing them to have it, though.
Right. I would rather force them to have it than not. And also, like, because they have to choose, like, these blocks here in order to... Okay, all of them.
Okay, they're scared.
Well, they
I think
better
this prevents them... This makes it really hard for them to kill us, because their only guy is tapped.
Yeah.
And he's going to be tapped. And then we just can, like, murder them with the creatures we have. If they do this block is completely wrong. One of those Harrier Nagas should not be blocking.
No. They have to block with both Harrier Nagas. This is 25 attack.
All right, yeah, trample. So it has to be the other 3-power creature.
The thing is that the Initiate's Companion, like, only prevents 1 point here.
Yeah, there's, like, I don't think it...
Damage.
Oh, they just die.
Did I do the math wrong? I think I did the math off by 1. That's nice.
Hey, because I'm here.
Nice.
Hey.
I missed. I completely left. Oh no! I know what I did. So I counted up the power and then I said plus 12. Count how many creatures I have.
Oh.
It's 7, not 6.
So that was actually
27.
Exactsies.
It was Exactsies. Like they couldn't live.
Hey.
Oh, that's good. I'm
Oh, I know what it was. It was because we were doing the math based off. I said assume our best creature's dead from an ambuscade.
right, and then it was 6.
Yeah.
Anyway, sweet. I'm glad that bank error in your favor happened. That's nice. That's rare. Like bank error in your favor is not a common occurrence.
Plus, like overrun. It's overrun.
Overrun. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Your opponent dies from 20. You know, like. Uh, no,
It's not.
yeah, I specifically forgot to count 7 creatures because I said 25 instead of 27. That one I can point to, which is nice. I am fine with mistakes when I can point to them and then like realize the obviousness of like it's like okay.
Plus, that was a harm. That was a.
Right, we were making the attack. Like I needed that number to be 20, and that was the only number I wanted it to be in order to make the attack. So
Even if it wasn't 20 there,
no, it had to be a lethal shot. I would not make the attack unless I actually was attacking for a lethal attack.
I would be willing to make that attack if I was convinced it would cripple them, because their hooded brawler was tapped,
Right.
and they had not shown an untapped trick.
Oh, sorry. When I say 20, I mean like total power, not like 20 after blocks. I mean like.
You want them to cripple them too.
Right.
Yeah.
I needed to force them to make any blocks. Are we gonna get some opponents, or are we just gonna hear the oh over and over again?
They forgot to join.
Oh. Okay. Goodness.
So we played. Okay, on to round 3 versus Sedulous Turtle.
Sedulous turtle. Sedulous turtle.
I don't know what that. I'm gonna see what that word means. This looks okay.
I'm a little unconvinced by this hand, but
Showing dedication and diligence. Sedulous. Synonyms: diligent, careful, meticulous, thorough, assiduous, attentive, industrious, conscientious. Ultra careful is a word, apparently.
well played is that's a
Oh God.
wow.
No, I mean the thing our opponent played.
Yeah, I know.
And thus the hippos became cycled.
I really want to not have to cycle either hippo.
We have Sheffet Monitor.
No, I cycle Sheffet Monitor to get to hippos on 5.
Oh, okay. I think cycling one hippo might be okay. If you believe, though, I also believe. I have complete and total belief in your ability. The pact is sealed.
Okay, that's a good draw.
Yay. If they just attack and don't do anything next turn, or like cycle something, we could just decide to draw a card, make them discard a card. If that's the, although more than likely we're cycling Sheffet Monitor.
Yeah, to get us up to. Well, I might not need to. If I draw a better play next turn, I will make the play instead. I would like to draw a better play than Sheffet Monitor cycle because I would like to just make some sort of board presence. I'll take 2 here. Like this sucks, but whatever.
It's Piker.
Like there's no way I could even attempt to block there, you know.
5/6 blocks it pretty well.
And a Ophidian I can't block, okay.
What if it's Ophidian we can block?
Okay, that's good. Why the heck?
Because Nagavilus helps us.
Block and draw Prowler, I don't...
Oh, they think we have a Prowler in play. We have a Nagavitalist in play.
Yeah, sorry, this is not this is a different card than the one you believe it is, sadly. If that was the 1/3, I would have made the block.
Oh, 100% we would have, because either way we would have drawn a card.
Yep. So
I think either we killed a guy or... They have to have an answer for something.
Yeah.
And if they just pass, we have Cycle Sheffet Monitor at instant speed.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to play the dang things.
No, okay.
Like, I have 6 mana next turn. You know?
Yeah. This is my personal problem. I think I've cast Corrosion Tusker like all of 3 times, all the times I've ever played it.
I mean, it is a draw too. You know,
It's like I could cast. Actually, this thing is a
like
yeah,
it is a draw too. One of them is a land, but the land goes straight into play, so it's like
yeah. Where
inspiration.
Corrosion Tusker was just a draw 2, and it wasn't even just in your hand. Like you didn't put it in play.
Yeah. Frilled Sna.
Frilled Sansna. Do you know the answer to the Frilled Sansna, my friend?
Hmm.
I guess. No, the Ophidian we could just block with Naga Vitalist and like just take 2 and keep him from having the card.
Right, but I can also eat it with Sandwalla.
Yeah, I know. You said you can't block anything. Oh, but you have to. Riddle form.
You do. Okay.
Prowess become a 3/3.
Yeah, probably.
This is a,
And
that was a
Scryline.
card you really wanted to pick.
Yeah, I really wanted to make this work. I really want to have like the deck that was 4 of those and make it function. Wow, double prowessing. All right.
Okay. I guess they do get to. They get to hit us for 4. Here's a question: if they attack with the Spellweaver, do you just want to trade it with the Sandwalla?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can block the damn Eternal.
Yeah, like prevent them from drawing the card off it is fine.
They don't want to risk it in combat, though. So yeah, this is fine. And then we just make huge guys.
Yeah, and then I play Hippo, and then I play Sheffet Monitor, and then like the turn after that, I just go Driven to Despair, and their hand dies. Like
Yeah.
that's really good.
Open the way forth. Something.
Yeah.
Razu Roulette or whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely what's going on here.
Somebody earlier did say they hoped we didn't face down the blue-red tempo deck, which I think this is exactly what's
I was
happening.
gonna say we're definitely fighting the blue-red tempo deck.
Thank you, Naga Vitalist, for producing green mana.
Oh, that's very. I'm gonna play the Hippo first.
Yeah, Hippo's good.
Yep.
Well, I think it's just better than Sheffet Monitor.
Okay, they did draw a land. So cast me some Hippo.
Hippo.
Hippo time. And then, like, Hippo gets to attack, Sheffet Monitor comes down, and then next turn we go for Driven to Despair and, like, draw 2 cards, mind rot them. Maybe better if Naga Vitalist connects.
Some ancient Grecian saw a hippopotamus and thought, yeah, that's a river horse. That's a horse.
I believe that's a horse.
I do believe we have a horse on our hand. Basically, Deathrite Shaman. Alright.
Alright, what do you got? Piker that deals the damage on Prowess. I didn't know this card existed. Let's be real here.
I didn't really know it existed either.
Yeah.
It's an archer that does not have. They've started moving away what archers used to mean.
Ooh,
a play.
That's strong. Also, that's a 4th card off of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go Hippo in.
Naga Vitalist is just very much like Satyr Wayfarer. A little worse, actually.
A little bit.
Still a fine card, though.
All right, let's... Mummy.
Funnily enough, removing the power of Eternal of Harsh Truths doesn't do anything. But we have a Piker in play, so... Counterspell?
They actually did, okay. There was no way around that. I tried... I did my best on playing the Mummy first, but we did not actually have a way around the counterspell.
We have a Wandering Death in our deck, so this is fine.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get their hand next turn. I don't care. Anyway, that was...
Like, if they attack with the Eternal... They don't get a card, we lose 2 life, they lose their Firebrand Archer.
Yeah. Or maybe I just take it and then have the Driven to Despair get more cards off their hands.
Yeah, we kind of take the card they get.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's not quite how it works.
I
But...
know. If like I'm going to block if given the first option,
Ooh,
but
plus if they double block the mummy, they lose the archer anyways.
true.
So the mummy does work. They need to be main phasing their spells if they want that riddle form to do anything.
Yeah, like surprise blocker isn't strong enough.
If he doesn't tap out and counters one of the halves of the spell, that's poor. But they can't get both. I don't think there's a dissipate in this format. Is there?
Yeah, like a remove it. I don't. What's the? There's a counter from. There's like counter unless you pay 3. What is this?
Hour of Eternity. Exile a creature card from. Make a 4/4 copy that's a zombie. They're
Okay.
eternalizing their piker.
They're eternalizing the. Okay. Yeah.
And they get that 3/3 here. This is kind of poor.
That sucks. Means we're going to die next turn. How on earth do I... Okay, I think I block Firebrand Archer.
Block Firebrand Archer and then put the counter on the 1/3.
Yeah, well, not even the 1/3, like probably on the Spellweaver to make it like hit what? I don't even know. Like
Okay. If we put it on the Vizier, do they draw a card? Unblocked, right? It's in weird text.
It's the unblocked text. So
That's
yeah,
so
they
weird.
Still do.
Why would they word it that way?
If the problem is if I like don't block with Mummy, if we draw Overrun, is that lethal? No, because I don't have double green.
Mm-hmm. Our Vitalist would have to attack, and it would just be 7 damage. Yeah, I think we block with the Mummy. They only have 1 card in hand.
Well, they're gonna draw a card here, but they're gonna draw a card I'm discarding from their hand.
Okay. Yeah, so we take 4 here.
I don't like this very much. So there's their card draw.
If they brick, like, I think we shrink the Eternal, the Spellweaver Eternal. Like if they brick on their upkeep, like if they forget to put a stop there, like if the riddle form just doesn't do anything, then they just have 4 power.
Right. Okay.
And we have a Bone Picker.
Let's go in.
We get their cards. We draw 2 cards.
Yeah, cast Mind Rot, 6 damage to them.
Triggers go on the stack like crazy.
Yep. Sweet.
A bear.
Can't play that, but we can play the bear.
Waiting for a Sedulous Turtle to finish looking at Sedulous Turtle's hand. Seeker of Insight, Firebrand Archer. Okay, I'll just delete her.
And their other card was... They tapped...
Unsummon. They tapped wrong.
No, they couldn't. Ours triple blue.
Triple blue, so yeah, okay.
Oh, wow.
They could have eaten our lunch if they'd bounced the hippo.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so I'm really glad we got their hand there.
Okay, so we play the Watcher. And hope that they forget to put a scry on their upkeep.
We'll hope that they draw. Okay, they drew. They just drew.
Okay, so
we need them to draw. We need 1 turn of a blank, I think. Here.
Yeah, if they just draw land or even like a poor creature here, that might not be good enough.
The biggest problem is that like they have a bunch of afflict.
Yeah, they can just squeeze in if need be.
Heck.
Do we let them have the card? We take it, we go to 6. We block it, we go to 5. We only have 8 damage currently.
I can't. I can't block the Eternal of Harsh Truths because the Eternal of Harsh Truths, if I block it, I'll go to 4, and 4 is just double afflict. I will lose on the following turn.
Okay.
I think I have to allow them a card. I don't like this. I think, like, so I'll get to attack with... Okay,
The
so
Slither Blade.
that's lethal.
So we need to draw lethal or removal.
Well, no. It's not, like, technically not. Like, this plus block here plus this is 4. So, like, we can still get it. Okay, that's irrelevant. I guess I'm attacking with Hippo and then playing out my hand.
Yeah.
Put them on 4. Did they draw another Essence Scatter?
They're thinking about it, whatever they drew.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to give him a card again next turn or else I lose. Bone Picker allows me to block Riddle Form.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they find a card to turn on Riddle Form, it also has to be a card that can get rid of Bone Picker. Which, like, in their deck, I feel like that's like 2/3 of their spells, to be fair.
And like an unsummon or the other bounce spell, the
Yeah,
mill bounce.
or a Magma Spray or anything like that. Countervailing Winds. Counter unless you pay X, where X is the number of cards in your grave. So, yeah, So now all they need to do is draw a spell.
They can't cycle it upkeep at least. Because that costs 3 on Riddle Form. Pay 6 for Countervailing Winds?
Yeah, I'll pass. Thank you very much.
So we're at 4.
They didn't go to upkeep. They just flat drew. Wow, that's...
You should really put a draw on us up on your upkeep when you have Riddle Form in play.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. Alright, so the attacks, and we make,
I guess Feral Prowler on Spellweaver Eternal.
yeah.
And go to 1.
Yep.
We try to draw Overrun. Triggered ability. Spellweaver Eternal is black.
We don't even need Overrun. Like, this Rampaging Hippo connecting is lethal.
Okay, yeah, totally.
Uh-huh.
Scry 1.
You probably should have done that before you drew the card off of Eternal Harsh Truths, my friend.
Okay. So they have 3 mana and 2 cards.
We get a card.
When you get a card, go to 1. Okay, I don't think that does anything. Oh, it could be a Sheffet monitor, but...
Ooh.
That is a blocker. Or a removal spell that could murder them. Okay, I think we just swing for the fences.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, goodness.
That was skinny, man. Why did they really needed to put that scry on their upkeep?
The reason I didn't double block on this is because it prowesses. Like I didn't want the card to be like to throw anything like that.
Hmm.
I basically we knew that this turn was the final turn. Killing this card is completely irrelevant. We're either winning this turn or losing next, regardless of what happens, because unblockable, effectively unblockable.
The purpose of Torment of Venom there was in case they had like just a cycling spell to wake up Riddle form that we could just murder Riddle form with before they got to blocks. So, or hell,
Okay. Oh
triple.
goodness.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at what we might want to bring in. So if it wasn't very like obvious from like the plays our opponents made and the cards in the set, blocking is really bad in this format because of Afflict. Does Afflict multi-trigger? I don't think so. I have to hold on. I have to find like an instance of it to read. I don't believe it does, but I can't like say that 100% without actually reading the text on it, which I don't have one in front of me. So, like that'll probably get like somebody in the zoo will probably answer that before I actually have a chance to confirm that with text. What changes could I make? Like, is Giant Spider worth bringing in? Maybe Pouncing Cheetah? Pouncing Cheetah wouldn't be the worst. That actually blocks pretty effectively on some of their plays. Is there a bad card for us? I don't know if there's a bad card for us. Overcome's good. Sidewinder, Feral Prowler. Wish Feral Prowler was better, but that's okay. I don't really see a lot that I would want to bring in. Like, Giant Spider's the only card that really is, like, on my, list. Like, I don't believe that Afflict, like, let me actually find, like, a text of an Afflict card in here, or just one on here, or just look it up. Afflict.
Nice Sabo Tinder.
Yeah, if multiple creatures block it. Okay, yeah. It only triggers once. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's just go. I spent most of our sideboard time Googling Afflict because there were questions about it.
Not the cheetah.
Hey, look. An unkeepable 7.
Oh,
Okay.
sketch, but
God.
if we keep that, we might have to just cast it on 3.
Yeah. I think we need... That card is too powerful for me to want to pass up.
Oh, casting it at least puts it in our yard still, so like we can benefit
Right.
from it. Feral Prowler, not the best creature for it, but our opponent tends to attack.
Yeah. Our opponent's... Okay.
Off blue, Piker.
Hey, thanks, Firebrand Archer. We answer you pretty effectively with a Prowler.
Okay, third land make me feeling better.
Yeah. And, like, Sarcophagus is cool because it means that I can, like, actually cycle Hippo and still get it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm always happy about.
We might not. We won't play the Sarcophagus till we need to. I don't think.
That's dumb. To, like, actually play it would be dumb.
Yeah, the cheetah's not been very good to anyone, I don't think.
Well,
okay, this asshole again.
Absolute motherfucker is back.
We draw any creature.
No. I'm gonna make this look worse than it is.
What if?
Cool.
Hopefully we draw untapped land next turn, so that we can do the trick again.
Yeah, if that'd be nice.
That would just be worth doing on 4, I think.
Why not play Sarcophagus right there? Because because Sarcophagus does nothing like when we play it. I don't want to play it on 3. I want to play it on like 5.
Yeah, we want to play it when we can immediately make use of it, because we got other plays to make.
Yeah.
Want to just eat their milkshake, or is the festering goblin worth more alive?
No, I'm gonna try to double block this. If something goes wrong, sure, whatever. Like, and yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna take the 2 damage from it, but
what's double blocking it do?
hmm?
Like, what does double blocking it do?
It gives them the ability to make a mistake.
Okay. I guess double blocking it does nothing in either case. So.
Right. It specifically gives them the ability to make a poor uh, blocking decision by dealing 1 damage to the Festering Mummy and killing off the Eternal of Harsh Truth.
Mm-hmm.
But they did not choose that because they are not the fool here. They know what's up.
2/2.
That can become a... Okay, sure.
Become a 4/4.
Well, no. Yeah, it can become a 4/4, but like the flip.
Yeah, it's just a water courser. Okay.
I think this is just Bone Picker.
Oh yeah, we could just bone pick here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the more cards we play, the better our
Yeah,
thing becomes.
Like Driven to Despair is a lot better when we have like a full team.
Uh-huh.
Like if I can draw 2 and like make them make bad blocks and then also like draw 2 and mind rot them with the card. That's a pretty good like 4 mana, right? It's like, half of a cruel ultimatum.
Plus, Bone Picker makes Sinuous Strikers Eternalize pretty poor.
Yes.
They could make it like a 4/4 still dies to a 3 power Death Toucher.
Yes. And like Bone Picker right now is something they can't answer. It's 3 power flyer, so good place to be. They could keep attacking with the. Also, the Eternal can't come in because Bone Picker's here.
Yeah, Bone Picker's here. It's just a free block. They haven't shown any power boosting tricks. They've just let prowess do what it's on its own.
Yep.
They could have something like that. Like, certainly there is a 2 mana spell that says give +2/+0 and first strike.
Right. I think this turn might be like cycling Wander in Death and playing Abandoned Sarcophagus.
Yeah, we can definitely see what happens. Yeah.
Let's. Do I want to attack with Bone Picker? If I do the Driven to Despair play, I will lose either the Festering Mummy or the Feral Prowler, and I will draw 2 and get 2 cards out of them, unless something happens, like an unsummon. I'm gonna cycle Wander in Death. Okay.
No, Naga Vitalist.
That's better. I think that's better than Abandoned Sarcophagus right now.
Another green source.
Yeah, that's why.
Attack with the Bone Picker.
Yeah, I'm
Start
attack.
getting the life going.
Yeah, let's start like working on them. I'm doing the cycling specifically to like make it look like my hand's worse than it is. I realize that's a like odd thing to do, but it matters a lot to be able to like. If I'm going to send false, yes, this was a card I assumed was in their hand. Countervailing Winds. Because it's a worthless card this early, so like they couldn't use it to actually counter. Like if I had gone for Abandoned Sarcophagus there, they couldn't even have like force spiked it. Countervailing Winds is a card that's a lot better later. This is Circular Logic with cycling instead of Madness. Strong card. It's just that like it's not Madness. Anyway, I think next turn's probably going to be my just eat their hand turn.
Yeah, attempt to draw 4 cards, discard 4 cards.
Yeah.
They're going to go to attacks first. We have pretty good blocks on most things. They are going to hold up a counter spell of some variety.
I'm just going to go for it. I don't think they have enough like interaction to stop me from making this work.
Yeah, they have to pick and choose which side they counter if they even have a counter spell.
Yeah, I'm going to Driven to Despair, and we're going to... If they don't have anything, we get their hand. And they only can make 1 block. Probably Naga Vitalist, but... Okay, I'm expecting we get to burn tricks here, is the real thing.
Yeah, we get to burn tricks. We will... I don't foresee them being able to stall this out too much. Bone Picker is probably what they target if they target anything.
Yeah, the real thing here is if they don't have any tricks, if their hand is just, like, some dead cards, like, this is really bad. Because they only have 1 block, they're going to lose all 3 cards. The best block they have is double blocking with Sinuous Striker and Eternal of Harsh Truths on Naga Vitalist. Because that results in Naga Vitalist dying and them losing nothing.
That's their best block. Now, do they have a shock or anything? Looks like no. Although here's their last chance.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
We draw 3, they discard 3, they go empty-handed. They're gonna get to draw a card back with Eternal of Harsh Truths. I gotta put some.
Unless we draw our only grizzly bear, yeah. Or if we draw another feral prowler.
Yeah. Okay. Lurching Rot
Okay,
Beast. Sidewinder Naga. I've already played a land on the turn. Those are 3, and then let's see what their hand contains.
We're making their other countervailing winds good.
Oh,
I
no,
want to
no.
guess a bunch of land,
I'm guessing 2 lands.
land, vanilla creature.
Wow.
That's good to get out of their hand. I guess they could make it happen again with their thing.
All right, that's that. I think
we just cycle the Rot Beast EOT.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't have anything else here. That was nice.
They could hit us for 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7. They get to draw a card. They're leaving the archer back, it looks like.
So they're going to get their card.
What they might do is if they draw another land, they might at some point murder their own Sinuous Striker. So it can come back as a 4/4.
Yeah. If they find a way to, of course.
Oh, it can just watercourser itself to death.
That's true. That's true. That's true. They can just like have it kill itself, which is a funny thing you can do with the card. All right, so we go back to we both go to 12. Riddle form is here. We take a point. Riddle form's a bit of an annoyance, and their final card is another ordering.
I always cycle the Rat Beast.
I think I cycle the desert first.
Okay, I was thinking we have the sarcophagus, so cycling.
Oh, like cycle the Rot Beast and then flash it back immediately?
Yeah, like either one. We have to cycle the Rot Beast if we plan to play the sarcophagus, unless we just play the Rot Beast first, but that seems like a waste.
Fair.
We could cycle the land.
I'll cycle the land. I don't like the land.
The Rot Beast is cheaper to cycle, so cycling it main phase isn't as bad.
Like, I'm just going to play both these creatures and have them from blockers.
Okay. We do have a hippo in the yard we can play.
Yeah, soon. We need 9 total on the turn to, like, do that.
Unless we, like...
Play the sarcophagus and then,
like half and half it.
Alright, I'm however, I wanna, like, get the board with I wanna have offense.
I do too.
You know, Sidewinder Naga is on right now. It's a 4/2 trample.
And we do have a Wander in Death to pick up any trades we make, so we're okay making trades now.
Yes, that is something I can just do next turn, is like play sarcophagus and then Wander in Death. And I can even pick up the hippo as like a free card if there's not like a lot. The cool thing here is that Festering Mummy is a huge threat against Firebrand archers. They really need to draw things to turn on Riddle form. Or, unless they have Riddle form on, I don't. This is the only way I foresee them winning, is hitting me in the air with Riddle form. That's it.
Even then, we have Bone Picker. Like,
okay, that's the actual best card that they could have to turn on their Riddle form. Because it cycles and it gives them trample, and now I need to make, like, I might have to, I'm the one on the ropes. The fact that it cycles and like that you know they have another card still is really bad. Really want them to be empty-handed there, but they're not. So, how much of offense do they make? Because they're at 9 as well.
like how much can they commit to without dying?
Right.
So we have three. We have 3 in there and 4 trample.
I'm willing to block with Lurching Rot Beast because like we can easily just buy it back.
Like, can we afford to block the Eternal of Harsh Truth?
We kind of have to. I can't let them have more cards.
Yeah.
Oh no, they actually drew a real card too. Hell. How bad is it? Alright, what's the damage? If it's an unsummon, I think I might die on the spot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's an unsummon, I might die on the spot.
Okay, they're going to combat.
I would really like it to just be Riddle form here. I'm incredibly scared of just dying to like team goes in and then I fall over dead, you know, that sort of thing.
Looks like it's Riddle Farm.
Okay, okay, that's good. We now have the problem of the Firebrand archers. Okay, Nimbleblade.
Just a creature. Okay.
Sure. Hey.
A hippo. Okay, we can't attack with. Do we?
Right? Like,
They're empty. They're hellbent. So like, putting pressure with Bone Picker seems like a smart idea. But at the same time, it's our only defense against their flyer.
right. Like, how offensive am I? How defensive am I?
If we play hippo, maybe. What is? If we attack with Bone Picker and Sidewinder Naga,
Uh-huh.
they basically have to block the Sidewinder Naga or they die to Bone Picker next turn.
I kind of want to throw Lurching Rot Beast in there, too.
Yeah, I don't. That's probably fair too. That puts a lot of pressure on them. But because we'll have the hippo to block, this should take pressure off of us because they have to block. Like they have to. Their hand is known quantity. It's nothing.
We weren't concealing the info, T. Simmons. We literally had better plays than the sarcophagus on on the turns. I chose not to play it because if I played it, I wouldn't get to flashback the Lurching Rot Beast here.
Yeah,
But, you know,
we know the value of the sarcophagus. We want to. We would not be able to be attacking with these creatures if we had played it.
yeah.
You know.
Like, I would have had to choose not to have played Sidewinder Naga, or choose not to have played Naga Vitalist, or choose not to have played
Or
Bone Picker,
our opponent would have 3 cards in hand, and we would have 1.
Right, that too. Like, I realized their cards in hand were Mountain, Javelineer, but, like... The Festering is what has kept back these Firebrand archers. Our life total would likely be 0 without that.
Well, that's we're not in that bad of a position, especially if this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like they don't even know what kind of blocks they want to make.
Right. Because, again, they are on... I kind of want to kill the Sinuous Striker.
Yeah, because that wastes their whole turn if they want to get that back.
Right. Also, it's discard a card on the Eternalize.
Which they can't actually do. Whereas the Kinra is just a 1/3 unless they draw hot, and if they draw hot, we're probably not making it back anyways.
Right.
Okay, they are choosing to make the Bone Picker a lethal threat. They're planning to win next turn.
They're going to try to, at least. So, Scry 1. I would like to know where this card goes, please.
Please go on bottom.
Ah, hell.
Are
we dead?
Could be.
There's a very high likelihood we die right here because of this.
I guess our other choice there was to make that attack only without the Bone Picker. Okay.
Okay. That just has me dead. Damn.
That was a close game.
I guess I needed to attack with Festering Mummy on the last couple turns.
Yeah, we could have.
Like,
Although if we did, we would just be attacked by pikers.
right. So, like, right here we just die on the spot, like, because we take 1 from Eternal and 3 from Riddle Form.
And not that they just have creatures on us, though.
Yeah,
So.
and hell, even the Trample makes this too much.
Okay, on to game 3.
Yeah, heck. That's what I get for going for the offensive play
Any changes to make?
Thinking about that giant spider, but like I don't want to be that defensive, right? Like
Yeah. Like, what do we have that's bad here? If there's any question to that.
I'll be
Something
honest.
like,
I'll be honest. I don't think I like Wander in Death and the sarcophagus in this match.
yeah, it's too slow. It's not,
Yeah, like we live and die on like turn 5. Like,
so,
like I don't think we get to that point where we need to do a lot of valuing. For one, they can't kill hippos. Like they just can't kill them.
how is Miasmic Mummy here?
Cut them off, and I was thinking Scrounger of Souls even.
Yeah, like, take out, uh, Wander in Death, take out Sarcophagus. Scrounger of Souls is just a way to gain life. Do we really want the Mummy as, like, just forcing them to go down, choking them on card?
I'm thinking either that or Giant Spider.
Both of those sound okay to me. Which one do you think sounds more reliable? I don't like Miasmic Mummy.
That's
Uh,
basically it.
like, I think that could be really cute, but I also think it could also lose us the game.
Okay.
Seems keepable.
Yeah. I like the Obelisk Spider. That's really good against our opponent.
And the spider's rather strong.
Feral Prowler, and maybe we get the Sidewinder Naga on 3. If not, I get to cycle Hippo.
It's like the spider blocks the prowess creatures, all of them, and it due to the wording on the Vizier, which you've had every game, it doesn't actually do anything to Vizier, which is weird. That's I think should be combat damage, shouldn't it? It's like they wanted it to work when they knew their set mechanic was minus counters.
Yeah.
You're gonna play a piker.
I would love to draw land here. If we don't, we just cycle Hippo, and like we still have Sheffet Monitor as our like big threat. Riddle form, all right. That sucks because that's starting way too quick.
We get to do a damage to him. Ooh, a removal spell? You kidding me?
Wow, our deck has those.
And like Festering Mummy to go with it?
All right. Well, we can't kill Riddle form unless something like really funky happens, but
yeah, we do have the Obelisk Spider though,
yeah,
which that will kill Riddle form eventually.
Yeah, and drain life off them. So.
His start's looking pretty decent. Plus, we have our Sidewinder Nuggets on because we have a desert. Like this is all.
Yeah.
I like this.
I like the idea of Festering Mummy plus Lethal Sting for like a 2 or 3, like where we get some nice like.
Like there's a creature to put a -1/-1 counter on right there.
Yeah.
What happens to Slither Blade when it's a 0/1?
Right.
Now we can attack with Festering Mummy. Or do you feel that's a little impetuous?
I'm okay. I'm okay going like this.
They have a free block, but who cares? We're not blocking.
Right, like they can take the free block. The big thing they could do that this would be good against is if they like do something to turn on Riddle form, and then we get to like Lethal Sting the Riddle form.
I say, assuming we have a guy left.
Right.
If they decide to like neuter their Slither Blade in order to kill our Feral Prowler, and we like that sounds like an over one anyways, because like we draw a card, their Slither Blade dies, like everything goes great. Okay, they decide this is odd. And then make the Naga, or do you want the spider here?
I kind of like Naga. I feel like it's getting countered, but oh, I want the more offensive threat right now. We don't need to be defensive in this immediate circumstance.
Yeah. I guess if we pre-combated the spider, they wouldn't have blocked, because it would have drained life for one.
Well, I didn't want to risk that. Like, I didn't want to risk them playing a counter spell and then Riddle form turns on as a blocker. Like, that's.
That seems poor. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
Okay.
that.
They're just cycling
Cycling.
their trash there.
Yep. Their deck reminds me of a Kanzatarkir deck.
Kinda. They're a little bit. If that riddle form were a Goblin Slide,
Similar. It's similar enough, you know. Whatever. I get to crash for 5. Play Obelisk Spider. Pass.
yeah, I guess Kiln Fiend is also like a comparable thing to say.
Like,
Passing on 3 open. Do we just want to? We play Watchers here instead?
yeah, I'm with you there because they might have that counter unless you pay X. Where
We
X is 2.
You could play 2, or we could just let them have it. You know,
No. I want to play Watchers. Okay, if they're going for oh wow.
Cycle Inferno Jet. Is Inferno Jet their finisher?
Yeah, that's their finisher. That's their way of just.
They're playing Lava Axe.
They're
Okay.
playing a heavy Lava Axe. This is 6 for 6.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's crush in. I'm gonna play Obelisk Spider this turn.
Seems safe. Thus it was that the spider was here.
Yep. So now they can't get in with Riddle form.
Did you know that enchantments can have -1/-1 counters on them, player? It looks silly.
It's a bit funky, but it is also legal. Yeah, Kiln Fiend, like this deck is impressive to me. This feels like a deck where like they should be playing an Enigma Drake or 6.
Yeah, if they had like 6 Enigma Drakes, that'd be very cabin all of them.
Yeah. One of my wow.
The Newt Scry.
No.
Our opponent has not learned to put their Scry on their upkeep.
I feel so bad because that's like how bad is their hand if they're on 5 mana and they had a new main phase Scry? I am so, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Did Graft say permanent?
Well, there was a land with Graft. There's
Okay.
Llanowar Reaches or
Yeah,
something like
Yeah,
that.
that was in Time Spiral.
And you could do, yeah. Oh man, main phase scrying. Oh.
Okay, I know Sporeback's troll had a graft this creature enters the battlefield whenever another creature enters the battlefield. Okay. So you couldn't graft onto permanents, but
Well,
Cyber Scam isn't that real. We're only a minute and a half ahead of them.
yeah. Nope, oh wow. All right.
They have an unsummon.
That's fine because like all that's gonna do is block they block Feral Prowler and I get a card off it and then I just go ahead and play
The Sidewinder's Naga again.
yeah. Like Sidewinder and Watchers? I can do both.
Seems fine. See what we draw.
Okay.
We land for turn, or?
We have landed for turn.
Okay.
Yeah, or else I would make a different play. I could also Lethal Sting it, but like
I don't like removing our
yeah.
our creature's ability to attack.
I don't like not playing the Sidewinder Naga.
Yeah.
Specifically, I want like an aggressive threat right now.
They did. Oh, they drew something. Trial of Knowledge.
Trial of Knowledge. All right, so here's their hand fixer because their hand is garbage right now.
Sift is good.
Yeah, I mean Sift that comes back is pretty nice. They're at 7 cards in hand. That's all right, 6 after the discard. So.
Honest to God, Sift.
Yep. Yep.
Although, don't put the trial of don't put the cartouche of whatever on Brutal Farm.
Yeah, that's not great.
Because enchantments can't actually have enchant creatures on them, as it turns out. They fall off.
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
I'm stirring here.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. They can't have both Essence Scatter and Negate.
And we've seen Essence Scatter. Unsummon again.
Okay. Gain 4 life.
No, gain all of it. They get to kill our 2/2.
Oh right, yeah.
Well, no, actually, no.
Uh,
Sorry, their thing's tapped. Sorry, they attacked. It doesn't like magically untap. They just get to like, they just keep buying as much time as they possibly can here.
I think if they blocked, we would also sack the cats for its ability to make their counterspell worse.
Yes. Anyway, I'm stirring.
Let's stir the pot. Behold.
Oh goodness.
This is what happens when you're playing the prowess deck and you don't draw your prowess creatures.
Right? Like here we go, crash through for nothing. Like
Because we see all the spells in their yard. Like they're
yeah.
that they were willing to throw away Slitherblade felt wrong to me.
Oh wow. All right.
They wanted to block.
Well, I'm gonna let them eat a 2/2. Like, there's no like, sure, whatever. I don't care.
That's the third unsummon.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh geez. Oh dear.
We're still taking 4 here.
Yeah.
We're playing Sidewinder Naga, and
Yeah.
do we just lethal sting their guy?
Let me let me get their grave out of here. I think we probably lethal sting their guy at this point. Like,
Yeah, their only guy.
cancel. That was the incorrect targeting maneuver.
Okay.
Choose target creature. This.
Pay to yeah. And then put a 1 counter on you.
And then we drain life.
And that makes Sidewinder Naga plus Obelisk Spider or 1/1 token lethal.
Yep. They didn't scry in response to that.
All our opponent has been known to miss scry opportunities.
Yeah, how would they not play a creature on 7? I don't think they have a creature that costs more than 3. I say as like Hour of Eternity comes back to wow, a 4/4 unblockable.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, that's decent.
They seem kind of dead though. Nope. Okay.
All right.
A flyer. Hark. All creatures attack.
Yeah, I'm crushing because they have to block with Slither Blade on the 4/2, or else they lose.
And they put Firebrand in front of the 2/2. They take.
Yeah. Also, again, same ordering mistake as before. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, there they go.
All right. All right. I was gonna say like that's a legal block, but not a.
Now, do we play Shepherd Monitor or just play the flyer?
I'm playing Shepherd Monitor.
Okay.
Okay, our opponent found the blocks.
They found the blocks.
Yep.
Okay. See, I kind of like the Carrion's creature because it's a flyer and its power is their life total. Okay, the difference between 6 and 3 doesn't matter.
I don't want 1 toughness because that's something much easier for them to eat with something like a Magma Spray, which is a spell they haven't shown, but like easily could have.
That's very true. Although we've seen, oh, there they go.
There we go.
Explode.
Boom. And those are our packs.
You're cursed with new product.
I will always be cursed with new product.
You only get. Oh yeah, we lost a round. So
How do I get back to the game?
you're not allowed to.
There's like noises coming from the game, but I can't get back to it. Yeah. All right.
It's gone.
Goodbye. All right. We got there.
We got to play a sort of weird
Which is
green black deck.
Which is how this works. I think since we've done Swiss, since we've started doing the Swiss drafts, I think I've gone 2-1 something like 80% of the time.
We've every time we've escaped it, it's been notable.
Yeah. So, oh boy, that was a lengthy one. That was we had a couple missteps. The hippo being the big one, but we still made it back to the 2-1, which I am completely fine with. That was good.
But you just can't beat a master spy
I know, right?
like Dijkstra.
There's just no way to beat the spy. All right. Well, so that is the end for tonight. This has been a pretty long one. I'm not going to do another
Oh
after
God, no,
this.
I wouldn't do another one.
Yeah,
You can do.
hell.
You want to do another one? I'm out.
So, anyway, thank you everybody for joining. I hope you had a good time with this. It's been a while since I've done Magic, and I I guess it definitely shows. It's been
Yeah.
it's been 3 weeks. Time to make dumb play mistakes. We fought Samet twice. That was fun.
Here we got Salmon. One of them was from our draft pod. The other one wasn't. So
But that was some pretty excellent stuff. So thank you everybody for joining. If you want to see more stuff like this, Wednesday is my card day. I do a bunch of other things: cards, RPGs, Draculas, Dark Souls, things like that.
Borderlands on Tuesday on my channel.
It's true. If you really want to support the channel, you can always sub to the channel. The subs this month are half off for
Half
Fix Your
off
First.
price
Yeah.
for subs.
And you get a cool skull. You can see it right there. It's good.
I did the skill.
Yeah, you can see the skull. So anyway, thank you all for joining, and have a good night, everybody.
Good night.